stop a god.
Hello and welcome back to Vecna, Eve of Ruin, here on Dork Tales. Are you ready for a mediocre adventure written by Wizards of the Coast? I hope you are. I'm not even hiding it anymore, folks. But we're in Barovia, and Barovia is always a good time. Hello, I am your Dungeon Master, Kelly. I am bringing the pain to this lovely crew of miscreants. We are down one person, Amy. I know you're watching this right now. Our guest star, Amy, is unfortunately dealing with some issues involving her back, so she is unable to play tonight, but we love her and we miss her. And fun note, whenever somebody's not in game, if you're watching this live, you might notice I put their art in their frame. And then what I normally do is if, for example, they're able to play, but they just can't be on camera for some reason, Christine's hurt her back before and had to play from like a reclined position, I put their art up with like full color. But when they're not here, I put them kind of like a desaturated version to imply that they're in that spot, but they're not present. This bitch is so pale, I can't desaturate her. It's just Luella. She's down like 50%, and she's still just Luella in a less bright corset. It's ridiculous. So, little bit of behind-the-scenes fun there. So, folks, we're going to be hopping into game in just a minute. Tonight's going to be a little bit of a shorter one because I do want to play this section with Amy, but I didn't want to miss too many games, so we're going to be going a little bit into the Death House. But I can't do that alone. Folks, let's meet the cast, starting with Christine. Hello, Christine. How are you and Boom Boom the Screaming Dog?
Fantastic. But yeah, hi, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I play Rosie Thistledrop. Is she a gnome? Gnomish. Artificer, artillerist.
Rock gnome.
But yes, I am probably going to be a little quieter because every night this week the dog has spent about 3 hours barking at me.
Yep. He's in his teenage phase.
But he's fucked off for a little bit, but I'm sure he's going to come back and bark again. So.
Oh, bark.
He's getting big and noisy. He's in his teenage years, apparently. Speaking
of noisy, it's Robin.
The urge to just blow out my mic is super strong. I hope you know I'm restraining myself.
Jen would kill you through the internet.
I believe it.
Which is why I'm not doing it. Which is why
Appreciate
I'm not
you.
doing
Thank
it.
You.
But
You
yes,
live today.
I'm Robin. I live today. And who is living is Robin. I use she, her pronouns. I'm second gen gamer in the Twitch chat. And tonight I am reprising after a very long break. I have to remember how this character is. Lir'wen, our way of the astral moon elf self, who uses she, her pronouns as well. And yeah, I'm not wearing much makeup tonight because my face is very angry at me.
Because you took one in the eye, and what that was eyelashes.
My eyelashes decided to just grow weird. My eyelashes attacked me.
Also, things that grow weird, it's Chris. I don't know. Oh God, let my monster grow!
I don't know how to come into that. Hi, I'm Chris. I use a Blogg in the chat and on the Discord. He, him, they, them pronouns. I get to play Gaunt, our reborn Hexblade warlock, who's got a very dead sense of humor and is a master chef.
Yes, chef. All right. Also, affirmative chef is Imogen? I don't know. She's definitely a prep cook with the amount of cutting she does.
This is true. Well, she is a blender, so
She's
you know she's some sort of sous chef. I don't know. Hi, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and I play Imogen, our human champion fighter blender extraordinaire. And I'll say, Robin, I'm not wearing any makeup because I couldn't be bothered. So there you go.
Perfect. Fight the patriarchy.
My makeup today consists of like the not even foundation, but like the BB cream that is like moisturizer that has a slight tone tinting to it to make my face not just different spotches of red because it's angry at me.
Here's a pro tip. Just grow a beard.
You know what? I will get right.
My face is trying, and I would prefer it to stop.
All right. Hey, folks, we have another person, another entity that is supporting us tonight, and that is, of course, Bookwyrm Games. Hey, I always tell you that you can save 15% at Bookwyrm Games by using code DorkTales, right? But tonight, I'm going to tell you something different. What I'm going to tell you is that there are still 13 days left on their Backerkit that you can join right now to go support Familiar Tales. If you like Redwall, if you like, what else is like Redwall? Wind in the Willows, or any of those stories of small critters doing big adventures. It's a cozy role-playing system that was developed in-house by Bookwyrm Games, and you can jump on it right now. They've already hit their goal, so you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to get a copy. They have a special deal that allows you to pay over time rather than in lump sums if money's a little tight. And they're in their final stretch goal. In fact, there's only one stretch goal left, and that's the one that I'm the most excited about, because if they hit their $12,000 stretch goal, they are going to be putting out feature-length adventures, at least one of which will be written by me. So they've approached me about that and said, hey, if we hit this goal, do you want to write it? And I said, hell yeah, I love writing for you guys. They're really, really good people, and I get to tell cool stories about small animals. Think about all of the devious things I could do. So, folks, go and check them.
Sorry, how long is the backer still up for?
So 13 days.
Or the Kickstarter. 13 more days? Awesome.
You took over my pin. I had already pinned it to the
did you
stream.
pin it? I pinned your
link
pin.
Yeah.
Oh, big dog. Strahd, you look so...
Oh my god, look how alert he is.
Wow, Strahd, you look different.
Boom Boom had a glow up.
Control Shift S. Screenshot on this.
Curse of dog.
Screenshot that.
On the laptop, you can just hit print screen and it'll automatically do it.
Hi, Teddy.
Where's the print screen button? I have to find it.
Top right corner. Third one left. So, hey, folks, go check them out. If I will put that post down below. If you are watching later on YouTube, if you're listening later on podcast when this finally goes out, sorry, you can't do anything. But you can go buy stuff at Bookwyrm Games. Use code DorkTales to save 15%. Get worldwide shipping for $100 Canadian. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. So, folks, last episode, we made it to Barovia. You guys met the locals, including one goth princess who decided that she would help you by the behests of the ever witchy Tasha. I almost said Natasha, which Amy and Tasha hanging out is definitely a thing. But does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns before we begin?
New headcanon. Natasha is just Natasha.
You've been saying that behind the scenes for a while now. I know you. All right.
I've made the mistake a couple of times.
All right. Good. All right. So tonight we are also going to be using maps for the Death House that were made by Tessa Maps. They are a slightly different configuration than perhaps you have seen if you were running this game yourself. So I suggest you go to Tessa Maps. They're far more nicely designed than the black and white maps that you would see in the Wizards of the Coast book or the Roll20 module, and they're really affordable. Disclaimer, Tessa Maps gives these maps to us for free so that we can advertise and use them. It's a good deal for me, but I'd probably already buy them if I didn't get them for free anyway, because they're like, like $5, something like that. Super reasonable for one person who makes all your maps for you. So not sponsored, just a friend of the channel. All right, so I think it's time for us to head into a little bit of Vecna Eva Ruin. What do y'all say? Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. I really need to run dumbass Curse of Strahd someday.
I mean,
or What We Do in Barovia.
Yes. What We Do in Barovia.
What We Do in Barovia.
Well, because you know that
name for it.
Well, yeah. I was gonna run a campaign, or I was gonna run a chronicle called What We Do in the Camarilla.
Oh my god.
I did not know that. That's fantastic.
I've been
that
threatening
either.
that for a while behind closed doors. All right.
Threatening? What do you mean
Threatening.
threatening?
I don't know.
Teasing.
I've been teasing. Just more. Hey, folks, last thing. So just a quick reminder, Osric is outside with the kids, and you went in here with a woman named Saru Sanda. Saru Sanda is a inquisitor of the Ulmist Inquisition, and you guys gave her no end of shit.
And Osric has a new book too. I think he's holding it with the kids and showing it to him too.
Hey kids, have you thought about buying my book? It's my heroic history. It's available on DM's Guild. Be one of the 14 people who have bought it. Go, go.
There'll be more than
Imogen
14.
just walked up to the door and was like, "Inside I go."
You did,
To
and
the
that's
death
where we ended
house.
it. Okay, so
house.
I was kind of disappointed that we didn't run the game where I couldn't play, but you were going to do things. That was good. But
yeah, that was good. So
Imogen was just
Saru
going to like disappear for a while.
So she is looking to stop the cult of Ozzibus from acquiring the fragment of the rod. So you guys are working together. It's a buddy comedy, and she's definitely the Danny Glover, because she's, you know, too old for this shit. Okay, so you've approached the death house, and I think that is where we are going to begin. The door opens in front of you as you step inside. A hinged wrought iron gate fills the archway leading to a stone portico. Oil lamps hang from the portico ceiling by chains, flanking a double oaken door. The double door opens into an empty antechamber. On the south wall is a shield, emblazoned with a stylized gold windmill on a red field. A closed double door stands a few steps beyond. And you said you were just going to push right in, right, Imogen?
And I think at the end of the episode, Lir'wen, as she's running, which she has an insane speed, so she basically catches up. Lir'wen is activating her eyes and her arms to get her JoJo stand. So I have that activated.
Okay,
Yeah, and I think
good.
Gaunt's right behind me, if I remember correctly.
I think you guys are all like super clustered. It's very convenient for me.
I'm pretty sure it was Gaunt and Imogen at the door, and then Lir'wen coming to catch up, which so if you're gonna do something, then that's the configuration rather than all of
Sounds
us right
good.
there.
And Rosie
Yeah.
and Boom Boom at the back, most likely.
Yeah, because I think they were also helping a little bit with the kids, but not a
All
ton.
right. And then Luella followed you in. You head up to a pair of double doors. Actually, let's switch over to our maps. A pair of double doors meets you to the south. And as you take a step inside, you can see that there is a bit of light spilling out from the door to the south. The double doors have a seam of flickering red-orange light, forming a lined crease at the floorboard. What do you do? Do you just head in?
Instead of attacking the building, I was just gonna go in.
Yeah. All right, sounds
Let's get
good.
rid of these cultists.
Luella is going to roll her eyes and follow in, the doors shutting behind she, Rosie, and Boom Boom. The Inquisitor is there as well. As you push through the doors, we step into the next room, and you can see that there is a hall that runs the width of the house. It's not a terribly large house. It's a townhouse, more than anything. One of those tall, narrow ones that goes for several stories up. At least 3. There's a fireplace at one end, and a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. The door to a cloakroom on the east wall is I'm going to have to reverse everything because Tessa Maps reversed the map. So hold on one second. The door on the west wall is slightly ajar, leading back north toward the street.
Also, just for the module, I have no idea what things are for passive perception, but Lir'wen is 20 for passive perception, just for like traps and shit. I'm very perceptive.
So
yeah, Lir'wen's gonna kind of start following.
So what you're going to be able to see immediately, Lir'wen, with your perception, you're going to notice that, and once again, I have to correct myself because the module says it's to the east. Tessa's map, it's actually to the south as well, so it's all to the south, unfortunately. So we're just going to say, ahead of you, you can see a set of wet footprints leading to a slightly ajar door. Do you check it out?
Yeah, first off, hear anything in this room as we're get kind of in this foyer?
You hear the sounds of an old house settling and not much more.
Okay. Lir'wen's gonna kind of motion to the wet footprints in the door and like kind of sneak up to the door and take a look.
Taking a peek inside, you are going to see the following. Inside of there, inside of the cloakroom, you can see that there are several black cloaks hanging on the inside. And can you do me a favor as you open the door, Lir'wen? Can you roll me a d12?
Oh, a d12. I was 100% being like, okay, dexterity save, here we go. I rolled a 12. That's going to be like the best I ever roll.
Sounds good. As you are looking into this room, you will hear a rattling noise at the back of the closet. Behind the cloaks. It sounds like shifting metal.
Lir'wen's gonna have one of her arm, like multiple of her arms, kind of grab a cloak to like potentially throw over something that if it attacks her, and then use like another arm to kind of like pull them away to see what's behind.
As you pull it behind, you pull it away, and suddenly a blazing set of eyes greets you as a full suit of armor pushes out impossibly from the back of this small closet. A horror in full plate armor. And as that occurs, the door is going to slam behind you, and you are going to find 4 of these creatures lurch out of the shadows all around you. Can I get an initiative roll from everyone, please?
I was 100% expecting you're going to summon 12 of them because I rolled a 12.
Yeah.
I was wrong about the coat mimics, but I wasn't far off.
No.
Let's do it with some helmed horrors. 18.
Oh, right. We banned that word. I was like, why did it automod catch shield guardians? Kelly banned it, right?
I banned it.
Why?
Because
you know why.
Shield guardians.
I hate shield guardians so much. Do you not remember that?
I don't actually.
And then there was Vecna, and then Fendelver had
In a
shield
row.
guardians as
And then
in a
someone
row.
someone in our Patreon kept saying, "You need more shield guardians, more," and they were being serious, and I was like, "Oh God." Yes, thank you for banning that, Amy. Amy, if you're watching remotely, you can tell me what Luella does during this first scene. Okay, so All right, let's check initiative order right now. I am looking at Rosie with a 21, followed by Helmed Horror number 1, followed by Gaunt. I will roll for Luella. Luella got a 15. So I believe that's a 19, 18. So Luella. Then we have... Wow, I rolled pretty low. Have Lir'wen. Then we have H2. Oh, I should probably roll for her. Okay. I want to call her Susanna, but that's not her name. Her name is Sarusanda. Keep going to the Dark Tower with this. H4, and at the bottom we have Imogen, which means I get an entire turn to do stuff. Yay!
I rolled a 1. I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, God. All right, so these lurch out of the shadows, and Rosie, from the entryway, what do you do? One of these lurches out. You thought that it was like a coat rack or something, an inanimate pile of metal by the front door. It lurches toward you. I'm assuming that both of these double doors are propped open as Sarusana is like wiping her shoes and Luella is looking around, kind of stroking the wall, like looking at the walls kind of with a, ugh, the gore, ugh.
Yeah, so this one's like right behind me.
Yep, 10 feet.
So I guess I'll just shoot it.
All right, give me a shoot.
Sorry, I'm having to remember what I can do and how I do it.
You use your I know we haven't played in like 2 months, so normally you're using like firebolt through your gun as your focus.
Yeah, but I can also just use gun.
I mean, yeah, go American.
So, you know what? I will still do the cantrip because I have the cantrip master. So, firebolt, which, God, I need to open up.
Firebolt's a D10. It's a your level 3D10.
That I also have a link that I will just open real quick because I will need it open.
Sounds good.
Range spell attack. Okay. So, let's do that. I'm going to take the -5 penalty, but FYI.
Okay, sounds lovely.
And that is going to be 24 to hit.
24 to hit is a hit.
Sweet. And what is it's D10s? It's 3 of them, yes. He's being remarkably silent right now, and it's amazing.
We love it.
Holy
Yeah,
shit, I rolled max damage.
Wow.
Ah,
right.
3 10s! So
Beautiful.
that is 40 points of fire damage with that cantrip master added on.
How much total?
40.
40. Damn. Your shot is going to echo throughout the chamber, slamming into this construct and causing it to shudder as it is rocked by the blast. It's still on its feet, but is definitely very, very badly damaged by that hit.
Okay, and then I had switched Boom Boom last time over to Force Ballista. So he's gonna shoot at him. He's now right up at him, but
Okay, sounds good.
so I think that means that it has to be with disadvantage. It's still
No,
a ranged
Boom Boom
spell
could
attack.
theoretically be next to you. I don't mind.
Okay, cool. So that is a ranged spell attack using my stats, which makes that a 16.
Perfect.
That hits.
All right. Well, actually, I'm gonna spend a hurt them more for this because it's more fun. Can Boom Boom please make me a dex save?
Right, 1 sec. I have to remember how I do that. What do I use?
Yeah, with him. I think you use... You know what? I'm not even going to start to guess.
Sorry, there's just a lot to it. Okay.
Okay.
That is gonna be 15.
15. What is your save for him? So, like if... What is your spell save? What's your spell? What's your own spell save DC?
Mine?
Yeah. What does he use for spell for his DC on his flame breath?
It would be my spell save DC then.
Okay. Which is what?
18.
18. All right. So Boom Boom is going to fail as he fires a force bolt into this creature. It ricochets around its insides, and with a triumphant woof, it's going to fire the bolt back, hitting Boom Boom for what damage does that do?
2d8.
2d8. Boom Boom is going to take damage. He's going to take 13 points of damage and be launched across the room with a scream that I'm thinking sounds like R2D2.
Okay.
Cool. All right. It appears to be force damage doesn't seem to work on these things. All right, so that launches Boom Boom across the room, and then it is the horror's turn. The horror is going to take a look around, see Sarosana right there, and is going to make some attacks on her. That is going to be... that's an 8. I'm using the wrong dice for this game, I think. Go. What is her AC? It is... Oh, God, why? All right, that's going to be a hit. Miraculously, because if you believe it, she's an Inquisitor with an AC of 11. So that's 1 hit, and that's 2 hits. As this creature lurches back and slashes into her for a total of 18 points of damage, she's going to let out a shriek of pain and shield herself back against the wall. Gaunt, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to Yellow and start attacking it with my greatsword.
All right, attacking the one that is coming down the stairwell at you. Good idea.
Yep. Alrighty. I want a different D20 this time. Nice. 29.
29 is probably a hit.
Excellent. That'll be 15 damage.
15 damage for your first hit. All right, sounds good.
And 26.
That's a hit.
For 12.
All right, for 12. Now, what type of damage are you using?
It's a magic greatsword.
Magic greatsword? Okay,
Slashing.
that will work then. All right, so it was 15 and how much? 15 and 12?
15 and 12.
All right, 27 points of damage as you slash into this one once, twice. Your giant cleaver comes down through this thing's armor and is going to tear it deeply. Luella is going to be up if you are not done. Or if you are done.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
All right. So Luella is going to... she's going to risk the disadvantage and is going to summon up her Eldritch Blasts and is going to fire 3 Eldritch Blasts right into... Wait. I'm going to give her an int save. Or an int check. Hey, that's enough. Okay, so she's going to start to summon up an Eldritch Blast. Think of the cannon that just went off and instead is going to pivot and throw a firebolt. So that's going to be some... It's going to be 3d10 if this hits. Ooh, can I roll lower than that? Let's find out. So Luella's bonus is going to be... It's going to be rough. So that's 10. Plus proficiency... 15. I don't think that's going to hit. Nope. She fires a firebolt that's going to go wide, and you're going to see some of the drapery next to this helmed horror at the north start to catch fire. And as she does that, she's going to go, of course something like this would happen in his domain. And as she starts to say his domain, Rosie, you're going to see, or you're going to hear her go, as hands begin to reach out of the wall and grab her by the mouth, hair, and across the body in various situations and positions that we're going to leave vague, and begin pulling her into it. Does anybody see an American Horror Story with the latex wall? Okay. The wall is going to start grabbing and pulling her into its membrane. Lir'wen, you're up.
Did Lir'wen see... Does Lir'wen know and can insight what happened?
You can make a reflexive insight check. Go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna try. 16.
You have a passive perception of 20.
Yes.
So I'll say that works.
Okay. Great. Lir'wen's gonna go. Fuck. Throw her arms, like her astral arms, tight to her side because my 10-foot reach astral arms are force damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then just put up her 2 regular arms and go. Actually, just kidding. We'll reach around.
That's a weird thing for her
her
to say as she throws up her hands. Actually,
no,
just kidding.
She's gonna go. Actually, just kidding. Grab her quarterstaff. That's magic. Because that doesn't do force damage and it's a +1 quarterstaff. So she's going to bonk this helmed horror in front of her 3 times.
Oh no, bonks!
Wait.
My only weakness.
Yeah.
Bonks and stonks.
Yep. First attack. That's a 28 to hit.
That's been a hit.
Can you make me a con save, please?
Sure. It passes.
Okay.
You're going to punch one of them, and you're like, huh, I'll find its vital chi point, and you'll go pink, and it'll look down at you, and then look up at you, and will kind of glare malevolently through its kind of corona of hate.
Okay, so that's gonna take 13 points of bludgeoning damage, magic.
Okay. The one that's in the closet.
And I'll take my I'll take another. Actually, I'll do flurry of blows. Doesn't have to be flurry of blows with my arms flavor, but I can do flurry of blows with my regular fists.
I feel like a giant helmed horror would have been a better final boss than like the actual in Phandelver.
Oh, fair. I'm gonna take 3 more attacks at it.
I'm putting that on my notes to make during next world building.
One of those is a natural 20.
Perfect.
And then we have a 23 and a 16. I'm gonna spend determination to make that a 20.
All right, sounds good. You're down to determination, but that's going to be 3 hits
and
then.
it hits. Cool.
For a 20? The 20 hits.
Cool. Just wanted to confirm.
Nothing else, maybe. Yeah.
All right, let me just read one thing.
God, I've never used helmed horrors in a game before. I like them. They're nice. They're like shield guardians, but fun.
Yeah.
When you hit a target with the arms, okay, so I can't do the extra damage unless it's with my arms. Okay, I just want to check that because I get to add an extra die of damage, and I'd be adding it to the crit, but I have to use my arms. So.
All right.
Oh, well, that's 2 2s and then an 8 and a 7. Interesting spray we got there. 12, 19. Oh crap! I don't have my phone on me to do calculator math. Oh yes, it's right there.
Millennials, youths, you can't use math.
I'm sorry, I'm on stream and I don't want to have dumb brain on stream. I could do
fair.
this math, but it would take me 5 minutes.
Hey, I'm just giving you crap.
19 plus 21. Okay, so that's a nice even number, actually. That's gonna be 40 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, 40 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Bam, bam, bam. You basically, I'm kind of picturing you like pool cueing this into the closet, just ping, ping.
Yeah, I think she's trying to like do that. And then free action, shut the door and run to kind of back up a little bit.
Free action to shut the door.
So yeah, free action shut the door.
Right.
And I'm mobile, so I don't have opportunity attacks.
Perfect. All right, it's going to be my action. You shut the door and rush away. Are you going to say anything as you're doing that?
I'm gonna go. Usually I'm for that, but this one needs to stay in the closet.
And as you say that, the closet door is going to explode open in a spray of wooden shrapnel as it goes ka-chunk, ka-chunk out, and is going to attempt to hit you twice. Like, does a 20 hit you? Oh, sorry, does a 22 hit you?
No.
I hate monks so much. Does a... Ooh, does a 23 hit you?
Just hits me.
All right, that was worth it. All right, I get to do a little bit of damage this session. Good for me. All right, so, geez, I say a little bit of damage. I'm going to re-roll that with a hurt the more, because I'm going to do more than one. Oh, god damn it. I rolled a 1 into a 1, folks. All right, so it comes at you with its long sword going... The first one goes wide over your head. You're able to duck underneath it, but then it's going to slash you across the tummy-tum for a total of 5 points of slashing damage. I'm just going to hurt them more to hit you one more time. No, I'm not. Okay. I only have so many of these. All right, that's going to be the first one's turn. The second one is going to reel back from where Gaunt is hammering it and is going to lean back and headbutt him twice. That's going to be an 18.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be a 17.
Yes.
All right. Leaning back, it's going to cinematically headbutt you. It's still using a longsword stat. It's going to... Think, think. That's going to be for a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 15 points of bludgeoning damage. That cranks into your head. You can feel the bone mask over your face begin to crack as this is slamming into you. And it is Sarusanda now, who is going to reel back from the damage that she took, and is instead going to... Oh, that's pretty dope as hell. Each creature within... Do I get to choose? I do not. Okay, well, I guess she's just going to draw a silver longsword and is going to attack twice because all of her other things turn her into a bomb. That's going to be a miss, and that's going to be a miss. God, you were right to give her shit. She's awful. She draws her sword and launches herself at the one next to her with her silver longsword, slashing twice, and it is going to block with its own sword, parrying and riposting. And it is now the one at the fireplace is going to lurch forward and strike at Imogen. Imogen, I have a nat 1. Please use me an opportunity attack. Lir'wen, you may as well.
Yeah, I would love to. Wow, I rolled a 2 on this, so I'm gonna guess a 13 doesn't hit.
13 does not hit.
All right,
that's a 22.
That's a hit.
Woohoo!
All right, Lir'wen, you're going to snap your leg out to try to hit this one, and are going to be unable to.
I think she's still holding her quarterstaff, so I think she's just she's not used to using it. She's using her arms. So she's just a little bit
Yeah,
unpracticed with the
fair.
quarterstaff.
This is a construct, not like a undead or anything, right?
This is a construct.
Okay, cool. That is 11 radiant damage.
11 radiant damage as you slash into that one. And
Suddenly startled, I'm like, what's happening? Oh.
what is your armor class? The second attack is going to be a 16. I don't think that hits you.
Nope.
Okay. The second attack is going to slam into the mantle right next to your head, cleaving a portrait of a loving family. Well, actually, they don't look particularly loving, but definitely like a creepy family that has like the kids from outside posed with some parents with their faces scratched off. And
Parents or
Imogen.
the kids?
Parents scratched off.
Okay.
Very, very Charlie
Okay.
Brown.
Okay,
Womp,
cool.
womp, 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 womp. All right, Imogen, it's your turn.
Cool. I didn't like that, so I'm going to just attack this one in front of me a bunch.
That sounds wonderful. I mean, not for him, but for me, it sounds pretty dope. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's a 26. That's a 27. That's a 20.
20 is going to hit, and everything above it will as well.
Fantastic. I like that. We're going to go with... 16 plus 24, 30, 40 points of radiant damage?
40 points of radiant damage?
Yeah.
Damn, son. Balls. Do I have anything that helps with that? Nope. All right, 40 points of radiant damage are going to slash into this one. It is almost rendered obsolete at this point, but is still holding on by the seething hate boiling out of every part of this armor.
I
What do
don't
you do?
like you. That's it.
Okay, wasn't sure if you were going to say the two sweetest words in D&D 5e.
No, this is the first fight in the house.
But not the last. Rosie, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot this one again,
All right.
and I'm gonna do the same thing.
-5 + 10, let's go.
Yes, so that is gonna be 19 to hit.
19 to hit. Is that your final answer?
Fine, I'll add determination because you asked that way.
All right, that's going to be a hit. Hey, you're dealing with the
Somebody buy
dog.
me determination.
You're dealing with the dog and running around like crazy behind the scenes. I want you to have fun too when you're actually able to
Thank
play.
you. Excellent.
I'm a good DM. I'm nice to my players. Be nice to your players, folks.
Aw.
Then they'll be nice to you. And then when they're dicks, you can be like, hey, I was nice to you. Knock it off.
Determination back from random.
Perfect.
Thanks, random.
Good old random.
So
Good old random.
Oh, Brando did too. And Ashen Wind Song.
Aw, I never use it, so everybody's keen to buy it for me. 8 plus that is-
You hoard determination like I hoard like ethers in Final Fantasy. Can't use
You
it.
never
Might need it.
spend those. You might need them after
Might
you
need
beat
them.
the game for some of the super hard side quests afterwards.
34.
34, how do you
You're
do
already
it?
overpowered for the side quests that you're already overpowered for.
You know what? It's got that big open helm thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are pretty tall too, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're basically like giant suits of armor.
So like Rosie points up into it and just shoots straight up into the helmet, and I think it like knocks the helmet off. Like
All right.
a little rocket tail coming out.
And the everything's going to collapse to the ground in a clatter, with the sound of pans and pots dropping to the floor.
Excellent. And she's gonna scoop Boom Boom up onto her shoulder.
Boom Boom's been knocked into the next room, so you'd have to run in there to grab him.
Oh, right. Sorry, he didn't get moved, so I forgot.
So Boom Boom has been blown into the next room.
All right.
You
Well, he
could-
can fend for himself then.
All right, it's Boom Boom's action. What does Boom Boom want to do aside from go?
Well, it seemed like he just didn't dodge well enough.
He did not dodge well enough, no.
Yeah. These are not creatures, correct?
I mean, they're all creatures. They're not living.
Okay.
So by the mechanics of the game, they are creatures.
Okay. So that's all I need to know. Like, if they are a creature, something happens.
Basically, if they have a token, they're a creature for the most part. So.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna make an attempt at it. Make a ranged spell attack on them.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. Actually, if Boom Boom's kind of probably in the middle of them here.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
Can you make a range?
One.
So
on this guy.
can you make another ranged spell attack even though you used a cantrip through Boom Boom?
Boom Boom's action is a bonus action. He has his
Okay.
own thing. It's part of my turn.
So he has his own spell that he can cast? Interesting.
Well, no, his Force Ballista is a ranged spell attack. To roll.
Fair. Okay.
So like that is the bonus action to get him to do the thing is a ranged
Okay.
spell attack.
Well, I was going to let you know that it looked like they were immune to force damage.
Yes, but his thing also knocks them back.
Oh, okay. All right, that's something. Which
So if
one
I
are you going
hit
to...
hard enough, like it's not like a bullet or anything. It's just like it's like he's an air cannon right now.
Yeah. Fair. All right, which one are you attacking? The
I was
one in the
gonna
center of
do
the room?
orange to try and push him back into the stairs.
Okay. So
'Cause that'll
boom.
help the others out a little.
So boom,
So
boom,
I'll have to do
boom.
it with disadvantage, but
Okay, go ahead.
we'll see what we get.
And I'm out of hurt them more, so I can't ricochet it at you anymore.
Well, that is going to be 20 to hit.
20 to hit is exactly what you need.
Excellent. Oh, okay, so that other thing was to hurt them more?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was their
'Cause
ability too.
I was really
No.
confused by what the hell was happening there. I was
No,
like,
I
this
had it. They're immune, so I had it ricochet out of
Brave.
him because I got hurt the most.
Okay.
Also, I just
Yeah.
realized that
that's what really confused me about it. I was like, but
that the map
should they just have
actually.
failed?
I need to rotate the map again before next game, I think, because Tessa actually
so
did it right. I did it wrong.
it obviously takes no damage because this is force damage,
Okay.
but it's pushed up to 5 feet away.
All right, it gets katunked back.
Boom Boom's just like, "Achoo."
All right. Any movement for you?
I'm in an okay spot right now, honestly.
Perfect. You say that, and then behind you, you see a dozen hands reaching out of the wall, pulling Luella through. As she lets out a yelping scream, she vanishes with a through the wall.
Okay, can I take my action real quick for flavor?
Yeah, sure.
Rosie hops away from that wall with a yelp herself.
That's probably a good idea. You're going to think you hear the sound of, "You little bitch," coming through the wall. As she watches you dive away. Gaunt, it's your turn, buddy. What are you doing? Besides a spin attack.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should totally do a spin attack. The orange is orange looking a little bit more beat up than yellow.
Yes,
they're both here
absolutely.
anyway.
So I would say that if I was gonna rate it, I'd say that the one to the south of you and the one next to Imogen are almost identically banged up. Like they would go for the same amount on Antique Roadshow.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud as a bonus action, and choose. Oh God, let's go for radiant damage.
Okay, what's the range on that?
Oh, it just increases my damage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And makes it so they can't heal if they get hit, and whichever one I'm targeting will have its speed reduced by 10 if I hit it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So first attack. Do you need the radiant damage separate?
Nope. Give it to me all together, please.
Excellent. First attack. I'm gonna use my determination to make that a 21.
21's a hit.
Awesome. So that will be a total of 22 damage.
22 damage. All right, on Mr. Orange, how do you do it?
Oh, I will. Sorry, I was rolling my other attack.
That's okay.
I will.
So I'm going to say that 22, 15 of that's going to transfer to his friend as you do
nice.
a cleave through him.
I'll kind of look at them and be like, oh, these are a little bit tougher than I thought. And then cast Spirit for Shroud. So the spirits of the dead will like kind of just start floating around me and kind of like making silent wails as I channel them into the black blade that I have. And I'll just try and cleave it right with that. And as it connects, it releases a little flash of radiant light.
All right. Beauty.
And then turn around and put the blade backwards into the other one that I was attacking earlier.
Okay.
That was a 26 to hit.
All right, that'll hit.
And sorry, I'm using a dice roller. 27 damage.
27 damage. How do you do that one?
So after slashing the other one, I'll just kind of twist the blade around and just, without even looking at it, just slam it back into it.
He collapses to the ground. Perfect. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right, Luella. Luella's turn is to scream and swear inside of the wall. Lir'wen.
Cool. I guess 3 attacks at this one in front of me.
Damo, 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 damo. Ora, ora, ora.
Damo, damo, damo. Ora, ora, ora. Do. Wow. I rolled 2 5s on the dice. I'm gonna spend determination to turn one of those 5s into a 21.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
And then a 23 for the second.
Okay, those are gonna hit.
Cool. That's gonna be 11 plus 14 is 25 points of magical bludgeoning.
Well, how do you do it? Because it had 9 hit points, thanks to Imogen.
Nice. So I think Lir'wen's gonna just I've got the hang of this now, and then just like stab the quarterstaff through its like kind of open mask thing, the helm of it, and just kind of like slam it through its body.
All right, it is going to collapse to the ground. Clank, 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 clank.
I guess we triggered the front door alarm.
It'll be more fun this way if they know we're coming. We'll be out of here quick.
I was about to ask if anyone was home real loudly, so that makes sense.
Is everyone all right? Susuana will say in the front door, suddenly British because I forget what her original voice was because it's been 2 months.
Are you okay?
Should we worry about...
The wall ate her.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, right.
Oh, let me see if I can
do
fix
that.
Imogen's gonna go over with her sunblade and try and like cut out an Imogen-sized hole, or Luella-sized hole in the wall.
Sounds good. You into the wall a bit and are going to find nothing but brick behind it. And you'll start to hear, hello? 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 Is anyone there? It's Luella's voice calling out to you psychically.
Hello?
Where are you?
Yeah, if I had a clue where I was, I wouldn't be here. Just keep going. I'll catch up with you.
At least she's practical.
All right.
This sucks.
All right.
Yep.
And indeed, it does suck.
I look back at the Inquisitor. It's like, are you okay? Maybe you should have stayed with Osric for babysitting.
I'll be fine, she says, and quaffs a potion. You can see the large wound on her side heal.
Is that potion enough, or do you need more?
I should be fine. Nothing but a bit of scrapes and bruises at this point. Nothing...
Meanwhile, Gaunt's just like got that like a little bit of skin removed from his head from the headbutt. Like, all right, let's go.
All right. Where we heading?
Right. Well,
Just around?
I guess.
I have adjusted the map. Now it is the correct orientation, and I should be able to read things now. All right.
Hey.
Oh
Once
no,
again,
the house just shifted. I felt it.
it's true. It's true. All right. So, looking
Stairs
around the room,
rearrange themselves.
the stairs are moving. I know it's like in that thing that we don't talk about. Looking around, you can see that there are a number of doors leading into other rooms. Besides the coat closet, there is a room to the northeast, to the kind of midwest that takes you to like Minneapolis, and to the southeast as well as heading up the stairs.
Well, I'm guessing since we made a lot of noise, and Lir'wen's gonna listen to see if hear any more movement from general directions.
All right, general directions. Looking around, you are going to, you know what, not hear much of anything. It
All right,
appears that
Lir'wen's
this-
gonna kind of open this first door right beside her and take
All
a
right.
peek.
Wait, before you do that, was there anything else in the closet behind the thing?
Oh yeah,
Some boots,
go.
some cloaks, straight from the rain.
Ooh, did the cloaks look culty?
Oh yeah, 100%. You want to check the tag?
Oh, I guess we I was thinking we could disguise it, but they know we're coming. It's fine.
It's from Heron's
Yeah.
Cult Emporium.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't think there's any hiding that we are not part of the cult.
Yeah.
And as everybody knows, like Heron's Cult Emporium, Heron's Cult Emporium. Why sacrifice in anything else? The jingle is going to get stuck in your head if you think about it too long.
It already is.
Heron's Cult Emporium. Why buy a cloak anywhere
Why
else?
sacrifice in anything else? That's how it goes. All right.
I already hear that ad too often. Let's not do that to me, please.
I was trying to figure
It's a
out what
Canadian thing.
what the jingle was, because the first bit was like, I'm like, that's not right. So I was trying to do it in my head to get it
Yeah,
out
it's
right.
Sleep
'cause my
Country
brain was
Canada.
My brain was angry at the fact that it wasn't right. But yes, so they was gonna go into this room that's kind of right
All
beside
right.
her to the west.
This oak-paneled room looks like a hunter's den. A stag's head is mounted above the fireplace, and 3 stuffed wolves are positioned around the outskirts of the room. If you want to take a look
Can I
around the
shoot
room...
one of the? Can I
Yeah,
shoot
please.
one of the stuffed wolves with an Eldritch Blast,
Yeah, totally.
just from behind, quickly?
Gaunt.
It explodes
be,
in a massive fur, and it has an AC of 10. Like, good job.
Oh, they actually have
Sorry.
ACs.
Just you never know.
Yeah, anything. Larry's gonna take a look in this room. Any sort of
Make me an
anything
investigation check.
interesting? Cool.
So I'm gonna break in here for a second, just not to stop you or anything, but just to mention that I think what Imogen is doing is going around literally just kicking open doors until she either finds a fight or all of the doors on this floor are open.
All right, so
Amazing.
where are you starting? Top north? I guess right next to you would probably be.
Whatever the closest closed door is that
All right,
isn't
sounds
the one
good.
that she just opened.
Sarusanda is going to say, perhaps we'll meet elsewhere in this house. I'm going to be heading out now. Hopefully we'll catch up soon, but we'll cover more ground if we go separately.
You're just gonna
Besides-
go by yourself.
I'm getting the feeling that you're not enamored with my presence.
Yeah,
Look.
you're a death wish.
We might be giving you a hard time, but doesn't mean you have to die.
You don't go off on a suicide mission by yourself.
I have no intention of dying, but There are some things about this house that I wish to investigate. I will meet up with you on the next floor. Don't worry, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. I might end up smelling like this one. She gestures at Gaunt.
Alright, your funeral.
Do I smell that bad?
With the broken nose, you probably smell horribly, she says as she rounds the corner and leaves.
What a bitch.
Meanwhile, he kind of likes her because of that. Lir'wen disapproves. Gaunt approves.
Osric also approves somewhere.
Osric's just
outside the house. He's like,
I sense a dad joke.
Osric feels a feeling.
Osric's just
Imogen
like,
greatly disapproves.
Osric feels a feeling. There's a book. If you give a mouse a dad joke. All right. Searching around, what'd you get on that roll, Lir'wen?
21.
21. All right. Looking around, you are going to discover an adventurer's favorite thing. That's right. You are going to discover that at the bottom right corner of the room, if you'll notice that the tiling is slightly akimbo there.
Secret door! Secret
and
door!
there is a trap door built into the floor.
Fuck
Meanwhile,
yeah, opening it up.
as you open it up, we're going to cut outside where we hear the sound of shattering wood as Imogen boots open a door that was unlocked. But hey, you know, it opens faster this way, right? The door is going to
100% it does.
100%. Inside, you kick open the door to a dining room. The centerpiece of this wood-paneled room is a carved mahogany table. Mahogany. Covered with resplendent silverware and crystalware, surrounded by 8 high-backed chairs. Before you continue, I will say, that's some expensive shit on the table.
Okay.
Someone
else can grab that.
Someone else can steal their spoons. Perfect. All right,
Yep.
so you're going to boot open that door. Gaunt and Rosie.
Rosie will happily steal their shit with her bag of holding.
All right, Rosie, please add 2,500 gold pieces worth of silverware and crystalware to your bag of holding.
nice.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
You got to pay off
How
those
much?
student
That was
loans.
2,500 worth.
2,500. 2,500.
Oh yeah.
All right. Next, there is another explosion as Imogen walks around the edge of that cloakroom, boot, and kicks open a door to a kitchen. It's tidy, with dishware, cookware, and utensils placed neatly on shelves. A dome-shaped stone oven stands near the east wall, and nearby is a well-stocked pantry. You'll also see that there's about a halfling-sized elevator built into the wall on the western wall of this room.
First thought, maybe I could have a sandwich.
Mhm.
Second thought, and Imogen will call out, "Hey, Rosie, I found somewhere for you to go on an adventure if you want."
Oh. Rosie's voice will kind of float back. Do tell.
Small elevator.
Now, does anybody here have enough money that they'd know what a dumbwaiter is? Because I know Imogen probably has never seen a dumbwaiter.
Lir'wen probably does. She's
Rosie's
like
probably
1,200.
aware of like the concept of them.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So, Lir'wen, you are not seeing the dumbwaiter at the moment because what you are looking at, as you open that little hatch, you are looking down at a staircase.
I'm trying to figure out in our private chat. I think I have my notes that we heard from the kids that they would go like the cult activities were like downstairs.
They're always downstairs.
Specifically, they're always downstairs, but I
Yeah.
think the kids mentioned that because Lir'wen was talking with the kids.
Yeah, their parents had some
possibly.
people over, but it wasn't one of their normal swinging parties.
Yeah.
You know, as an expert of fighting
Swinging
and
parties.
tracking down cultists of
Cults.
Vecna, they always do shit underground.
Yeah.
Always.
So I
Yeah.
see a
Sneaky
6-foot
like
hole.
that.
So
You
basically,
either
there
got to go
is
to the top or the bottom of a building. Those are the two options.
yeah, basically, right? I'm gonna put it one of these days. I'm gonna have one right in the middle for no good reason, and then like
Please do.
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
How dare
So
Your module for Bookwyrm Games if it gets
no, it's
backed
at
on
the
Backerkit.
bottom. It's at the bottom, unfortunately. It's
Mm,
but that's a geography thing, less than a choice thing. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
mm.
So looking down, you're going to see that there is a 6-foot stairwell leading to a into a blank wall that appears to be the back of a secret door.
I found the cult secret door. Lir'wen's gonna yell out.
Nice. Let's do that.
And Lir'wen's just
Oh,
gonna
where'd the
hop
other
That's
down.
more interesting. And
All
Rosie's
right.
gonna go run the other room.
Oh, Kelly, are these actually guns?
You know what? Those are the that's a great question. So so Tessa Maps used gun cabinets for this. I'm gonna say yes.
Ooh.
I'm fucking taking them.
All right,
Do
you may take
Huh.
you may take 2 blunderbusses
Nice.
and a musket.
These look like things Rosie would like.
I also see that there's like a bottle of like whiskey. On the way down, Lir'wen's gonna quickly grab the bottle of whiskey and like
Sounds good.
take a sip out of it and go down into the cult lair.
Can you make me a con save?
Uh-oh. Is this against what is this
poison,
against?
please.
No worries, my friend.
Are you immune to poison?
I'm immune to disease and poison.
All right, so you're gonna take a swig of this, and my God, this is gut rot. Partially because you think that someone put something really awful in it. Iocane powder, or perhaps rat poison, or maybe it's just a Four Loko.
Ooh.
Either way, it's not good for you.
5 crazy. Lir'wen's gonna toss that back outside and then just jump back in the hole.
It starts to eat through a part of the floor.
Lir'wen's stomach.
That's
is
how the
just
hole got
iron
here in the first
stomach.
place.
That's how the hole got here. That's what they...
Yeah, just 5 crazy.
5 crazy. So quick question for Rosie. Rosie, are you headed to the dumbwaiter or are you headed to the stairwell?
I've abandoned the dumbwaiter for the more
Aw.
interesting cult entrance.
What a dumbwaiter. All right. Heading down to the cult entrance. Let me just see where that goes. So if you're all headed down there. Oh, and I should grab Boom Boom. Boop.
Imogen finishes
I'm-
kicking in doors if there are any left here, and then we'll follow.
There are not, just the stairwell.
Cool. Then
I'm
yeah.
going to follow Lir'wen quite closely, and then, well, if I can keep up. And if I see Rosie, I'll be like, oh,
65
here.
feet of movement. Pew!
All
And
right.
pass
So,
the blunderbuss to Rosie. It made me think of you.
aw,
Aw, you're so sweet, Gaunt.
their kids are going to be very, very weirdly shaped.
Kids.
Okay, so that is D.
I feel like Gaunt might be just a tad sterile? Who knows?
Who knows? I don't ask. Boom. There we go. Okay. Going dick, 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 down the hole.
Quick question: does this count as like a musket for firearm purposes?
Yeah.
Sweet. Rosie's gonna like start going over it while we're wandering around, paying no attention to anything else.
It's going to take like at least a short rest, if not a long rest, to get this thing working well. But no, you'll be able to like, you'll be able to clean this and like reconfigure it.
Sorry, I gave both of them to Rosie.
Excellent.
So I think a blunderbuss is in the rules if you want to look it up. They are big.
Well, I looked up the firearms D&D 5th ed on Wikidot, and it does not have a blunderbuss.
Okay.
It has a musket though.
You can also look up, you know what? Screw it. Someone gave me a something good happens. Look up bad news.
Whoa. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
I'm going to spend two something good happens for that. One of them is but it's going to have a higher crit problem. Okay, so.
Oh, Exandria, huh?
Yeah. Take that, Mercer.
2d12.
Yep.
Nice.
But I think it has a botch chance of 3.
It does have
so.
a misfire chance.
So its misfire is going to be 3 because it's an old version of that. All right. So heading it down, I have who's going first? Okay, so let's just readjust. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. All right. So Lir'wen, Gaunt, Boom Boom, and Rosie. Heading down these stairs, you're going to be able to push open a door and find yourself in... Okay, so that's that. D31. Sorry, I'm just double checking the map here because the map is slightly different. Is this...
I just saw the range on this sucker. Nice.
Did you see bad news?
Yeah. The long range is 800 feet.
Yep. And
It's a
2d12
precision musket style sniper rifle.
and 2d12.
2d12
damage.
block.
Okay, so...
Yeah,
sorry.
bad news is doesn't have a cost value. It's
It's
usually
one shot
May.
per reload though.
yes.
So it does have a reload.
Yes.
So you do have to. I
Okay,
think that's
there we
probably
go.
your bonus action.
Is this... Which side is...
Still.
Which way is north?
That's
Right?
wow. I'm glad it made me think of you.
Okay, so I am right...
And everything within 5 feet must make a thing to not get fire damage from exploding. This is a rocket launcher.
Well, I regret nothing. I'll take it away as soon as I've given it. So enjoy it. You'll use it at least once before it explodes.
So I'm guessing I actually only have one of those, not two of those.
You only have one of those. The other one's decorative.
Okay.
Okay, so there we go. So I am at... Okay, cool. I know where I am now. All right. As you crack open the door here, the smell of moldering bones hits your nose. Moldy skeletons hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove on one of the walls contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a black cloak. And as you enter this room, Lir'wen, hey, you're the first one in again. Lir'wen, roll me a d12.
I don't know. Does someone else want to roll for rolling for enemies to make it fun, or is that the thing?
It's something.
Okay, because like
Can I roll?
if other
Sure.
people want to roll for what's in there, I'll pass that along because I don't want to be the only one rolling for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
2.
Okay. This makes no sense, but we're going to do it anyway. As you open the door, you are going to see remnants of a bloody battle lie about this chamber. Broken bits of furniture, scattered weapons, and 2 bodies shrouded in dark robes. Nearby, Sarosana kneels in one corner, wrapping a linen bandage around her leg. As you round the corner, she startles. Oh, it's you. Perhaps I should have followed your advice. There was a trap slide on the 2nd floor. Drop me down here.
Yep, yep, that's what we said.
Well, you're
are
here
you
now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're down 2 cultists.
And counting.
That's not fair. You got a head start.
Mm-hmm. Well, She stands, and
Yes.
as she tries to stand, she's going to grit her teeth against the pain that she's obviously experiencing. She looks like she's probably half dead.
Here. I'll walk up to her and extend my hand.
And as you do, you're going to see a flash of light as two of the downed individuals begin to glow, magic illuminating their corpses, and they are suddenly going to jerk to life. Can you please do me a favor? And everybody roll me initiative, please.
Have I caught up by this point? Because I wasn't being speedy, so I don't know how long this is taking.
No,
or
it's a
how
6-foot
far.
stairwell. You're down there now.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was like more space that they had gone
No.
down, so cool.
All right, everybody, let's do it. Boop. Sarasana got a 6. Cult guy got a 15. Cult guy got an 11. 6, 15.
Well, in a lovely change of pace, I rolled a 2.
Hey, that's twice as good as last time, Jen.
You're working your
It
way up, Jen. So by like
Yep.
By
the
Vecna,
final
you're going to be
fight,
going
you'll
first.
roll like exactly.
By Vecna, I'll be rolling that 20s, yeah. So that's a 4 for me.
Okay, so checking the initiative, we have once again Rosie with a 20. Robin, what'd you get? Oh, there you go, 12. Then we have
Imogen
Wow.
is Imogen's really unbothered by Death House. She's just like not in a hurry, doesn't
like
give a shit.
yawning.
you're that
Yeah.
really jaded friend at a haunted house that just doesn't want to be there, and you're just kind of putting up with it.
Yeah, that.
More cultists. Ugh, great. Hollowed helms, horrid helms, whatever.
Okay, so that is going to be cultist and cultist going
Just
before you, and then okay, so I've got 2 cultists followed by Lir'wen, Gaunt, Saruman Sana, and then Imogen. All right, top of the initiative, Rosie. You are going to see these figures dressed in dark, well, actually, they're white robes. I don't know why they say dark robes, but they're stained with blood, are going to lurch back to life.
Okay. Don't love that.
Ooh, and that is going to be one of them is going to appear wraith-like in appearance, and the other one is going to appear. Oh, well, we'll have that go off on its turn. So one of them looks particularly like spectral as it rises up.
All right.
So it looks like one of them might be a ghost.
That's bullshit. And I'm gonna shoot one, the non-spectrally one, with
Sounds good.
that firebolt again.
I will mark the spectral one with a sculpt.
Okay, so I'll shoot the other one then. So yeah, I think I will firebolt it and take the -5. That fucking 20!
Oh, spreadsheet. Let's go.
Cantrip master!
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Let me just remind myself of what this does. Okay, so I'm adding +10, so I'm rolling double damage, and then I'm gonna cast it again if this doesn't finish, because I get to cast a bonus action cantrip because of Cantrip Master.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, Okay, that's 47 points of damage.
47 points of damage. Beautiful hit. That is going to slam into this. This is a firebolt.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me just double check something. I am immune to... not that.
Did you go at the ghost one or the not ghost one?
The
Not
not
ghost
ghost
one.
one.
Not ghost one.
That is... so you're going to strike one. It's going to push it back against the wall, and you're going to see that, unlike the other one, which is a wraithly incontinence, this one has a bone-white visage. Its skin is as pale as the grave, but seems to be flammable. That's going to be 46 points, you said?
47, I think I said.
Ooh, beautiful hit. All right, anything else on your turn?
Yeah, Cantrip Master doing a nat 20 means that I am casting it again.
All right.
And that time it's a nat 1.
Perfect.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
All right, so what I'm going to do is, as you do this, it's going to let out a screech, and so like the first one's going to hit it square in the chest. It's going to like throw its arms out, kind of like Mum-Ra at the beginning of Thundercats. Its cloak is going to billow, and it's going, "Begone!" And I need everybody in a 60-foot radius sphere to make me a con save. Rosie, I'm going to give you yours with disadvantage because of that nat 1. You're just too overconfident.
Is this for disease or poison?
It is not.
Okay, cool.
Charmed,
That's usually...
frightened.
Nope. Necrotic, though.
Oh, okay. You said it was con save?
Con save.
Con save.
Con save.
Con save.
Okay.
25?
25 is a pass. Okay.
27.
27 is a
I'm gonna hate
pass.
this. With disadvantage, that's 30.
Get stuffed.
What the shit?
I rolled an 18 and a 19, and I add 12.
All right, Sarusana
'Cause I'm
is
got
going to pass.
advantage in that con save.
All right, Imogen, what'd you get? And did you roll for Boom Boom?
20.
I have not rolled for Boom Boom. Boom Boom's gonna get fucked though, because
Oh
his
wait,
is 10.
hold on.
14 for Boom Boom.
20. Yeah, 20.
Okay, that's going to be a fail. So Boom Boom is going to take 30 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and everybody else is going to take 15, except for Gaunt, who is resistant to necrotic damage, if I'm not mistaken.
Unfortunately, the feed thing didn't give me resistance to it.
Oh, did it
just
not?
lets me once per short rest do 1d10 and add my level to reduce necrotic by that much. So I
okay.
take none.
All right, sounds good. So you
So
are
15, you said?
15. 1-5. All
How's
right.
our Inquisitor doing?
Oh boy, you know how she was half dead before? On a scale of 1 to 100, if she was 50% dead, she's literally 25% alive now. It did her hit points down by another half. But she's alive. Okay, that is going to be the beginning of that cultist action. I'm going to spend a hurt them more to take my normal action as well, since I can't recharge that. And he is going to charge forward at Rosie. Actually, no, because I've got Gaunt right next to me. Is going to charge at Gaunt, drawing a curved blade from his hip. And he's going to make 2 attacks. So Gaunt, the first one is going to be a 25.
Oh yeah, easily.
And the same. So 2 23s is what it is. And I...
Okay.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Are you able to be paralyzed?
Very difficult to, but yes.
So here's the deal. The first one's going to do 6 points of damage to you.
Okay.
And you are going to feel your body stiffen as you are automatically paralyzed without a saving throw.
Oh, that'll do it.
What?
And the second one is going to stab you for an automatic critical hit.
No.
No. Are you immune to crits?
adamantine.
Oh, damn. I really feel like that shouldn't block adamantine. I feel like that should, like, I mean, I know it does, and I'm not arguing, but that's one of those things about 5e where I'm like, really? Okay.
I would say it still counts as a critical hit, but like, I think the wording on adamantine is you're immune to the damage from critical hits.
Okay.
Like damage increase. So
okay,
if there's
so
other effects, then
in that case, then you're just going to take the damage from this, which is going to be an additional 8 points of piercing damage as he stabs you again. And
so 8 and 6.
8 and 6, 14 points of piercing damage. Magical. And the other cultist is going to act.
Was I not in between the two cultists?
No, you had a 12.
I thought you said one was 15 and one was 11. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, base.
Ah, okay. See, that's where I get confused hearing the initiatives when you say just the base number.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay,
it's all
well,
good.
I mean...
All right, so the ghostly one is going to push forward, vanishing out of existence and rushing at Rosie. Rosie, the first blade is going to slash by your face. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay, its blade lashes out twice at you. Missing you both times. I'm going to spend a hurt them more to make one more attack. And that's a 10. 3 blades, 3 slashes are going to rip out at you. And I'm going to use my soul tattoo. The breach touches one of the soul tattoos on its body. The tattoo vanishes, and the trapped soul manifests as a shadowy creature that appears in an unoccupied space that he can see within 30 feet of it. The creature has the size and silhouette of the original body. It obeys. Okay, cool. And there we go. And I'm going to tag this with a skull and crossbones to show that it is not a ghostly version of this creature. Rises up and prepares to attack you. And Lir'wen, you are awake. Or it's your turn now.
I'm awake. Nice.
You're awake, and it's your turn. Wake up, samurai.
Wake up, samurai. Cool. Well, my friend there, Gaunt, is paralyzed, so
I'm not paralyzed,
and these are weird
but I seem to be stuck by you.
Lir'wen is going to just punch this not Wraith and not raised Wraith.
So the whitest man in the room.
Yes, the whitest man in the room. That's not Gaunt. Gonna punch it.
Gaunt can't dance.
Gonna punch it once and see if it stuns. That is a 21 to hit.
21 to hit's definitely gonna hit.
Can you make on save, please?
Oh boy, can't. Ooh, let me double check. Yeah, I absolutely can. Hold on.
Nice.
14. That's not enough.
No, 20. You're stunned.
All right, stunning.
First attack is gonna be 11 points of magical force damage.
All right. You feel several of its ribs collapse as you smash into it.
Cool. Yeah, that's concerning. I'm gonna take another attack at this one with advantage. That's a nat 20.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm gonna use my Empower That Strike for doubling that extra damage.
Okay. So, how do you do it?
Can I roll over? Cause
You absolutely can roll over because you're within
Cool.
reach of all the others. So, but I want to know how you do
Exactly. That's why I wanted.
So subtract 5 from your total.
5 from my total.
Yep. So you did a total of 8, and then he had 5 more hit points. So whatever you roll, subtract 5, and that's how much damage you do to one of the other ones.
Okay. Cool.
Unless Well, it depends. Which one are you going to be also attacking? The ghost or the newly summoned
The one that summoned them. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Then don't worry about it. You are going to smash this one, and as you hurl this one forward with your force damage, it is going to go right through him. Unfortunately. He is immune to force damage.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so I'd
But still
still
describe
like to
how
do
you-
the damage on the crit, please.
All right, sure.
It's not fun when I don't get to add it. For a crit, monks don't get to do a lot of damage. They do a lot of hits, but they don't do a lot of damage.
All right, hit me.
So that total hit was 44 points of damage for the one.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Okay, I can see why you wanted to roll that. Good job.
Yes. I looked at my dice. I rolled 3 6s and an 8 for my d8s. So that's why I wanted to do the math. 'Cause I'm like, I actually rolled decently well. I don't usually roll this well, so that's why I wanted to add it up. So I think, yeah, Lir'wen's gonna grab this with the first one, punch it kind of light, and then I think you're right, kind of just like with the second one, I think what's gonna happen is Lir'wen spins it around, and it's a skeleton, right? It's not like an undead. Is it a person or a skeleton? Like, does it have its skin on?
It is skin, yeah. The one that you were fighting
Doesn't
is
matter.
just
I think
bone-white.
it's super. I think her hit is hard enough with the crit that it literally just punches its head like a soccer ball, or like a volleyball through the other one,
All right, sounds
the
good.
ghostly one. Cool. Flurry of blows.
And so you are going
Lir'wen.
to hurl that one kind of through the other one. It's going to pass through it.
Yeah, flurry of blows. I'm going to take one attack
It's like
on the
over
one that
here.
was raised.
Sounds good.
Is it dead?
You threw it over there. The body's over there.
Okay. Undead, yes. Cool. Flurry of blows. I didn't know with how you want to do this. It sounded like it was like exploded dead kind of thing.
It's absolutely dead. The corpse flew over there. It can't come back to life at this point, right?
It's true. Okay, so flurry of blows. Gonna take one attack at each of them and try and stun.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead.
Seeing with the one that went through with the one arm, she's actually gonna use her actual real fist for the one that is spectral.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
The spectral's a nat 1. The dice giveth and the dice taketh away. It's on the exact same die that I rolled the nat 20 on, so the dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Sounds good. I'm going to make an opportunity attack on you.
Perfect.
That's only a 20, so that's not going to hit you. But you are
Also,
going
I don't
to...
think I would be in range. I'm technically 10 feet away.
Oh, then that's a 22 to hit you then. I'll spend a hurt the more to make that a ranged attack.
Okay, still doesn't hit.
I'm going to re-roll that with a hurt the more. Hey, cool. Guess what? You actually get hit for once in a game, Robin.
You've hit me 3 times this game. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. I love it, don't I? So you are going to lash out, and instead he's going to twist his arm, and a necrotic bolt is going to slam into you for 20 necrotic damage.
Ouch. Like, I don't know why you say you don't get hit. Like, I do.
I know.
It's really true. You hit me way less, and I have
Yeah.
way more hit points.
I'm gonna work
and you
on
don't
that.
spend hurt the mores to hit me.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, I
we
know,
got
it's
to.
crazy. So
Hit me, Kelly.
Okay.
91. There we go. Down to 91.
Oh,
I have
boo-hoo.
like the least hit points. So that missed, but then it's a 22 to hit the other one.
Okay. That is going to strike out at that one. Go ahead and give me some
Will
damage.
make me a con save.
Let me just check something real quick. Really? Really? Let me just double check something real quick.
Yeah. And he's gonna take 12 points of 11 points of magical force damage.
That sounds wonderful. Just double checking that. There we go. Nope. Yeah, okay. Okay, yep, that's gonna work. Somehow Palpatine returns, and somehow you manage to stun something that doesn't have a corporeal body. I don't get it either, but hey, that works for me.
Kelly. I'm an astral monk. It's astral arms that are stunning. My arms are not corporeal either. So I'm just literally stunning him through the astral plane.
It's shocked by the sheer audacity.
Yes.
So yeah, 11 force if you did that before while looking that up. And then, yeah, Lir'wen's gonna go at the necrotic hit. And she's gonna run and stand in front of Gaunt to kind of protect.
All right, Lir'wen, Gaunt, it's your... Oh, pardon me. It is the one that is stunned's turn. It's going to go... Cool. Gaunt, it's your turn.
I would do that, but I'm paralyzed.
Oh, yeah. Fair. All right, and you are paralyzed, I believe, until the end of this turn. Let me just confirm that. Is paralyzed until the start of the priest's next turn. Oof. Unfortunately, it went first last time. So, Gaunt, that is your turn. All right, Saru Sonda is going to shout out, "Destroy the tattoos when they're down before they rise again." Actually, she's going to say it British. "Destroy the tattoo on their hand before they rise again." And she's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. She can't make it through there, so she's going to go full defense to kind of block this one in. And is going to quaff a potion because...
So just to like clarify for how that works, you have to basically, she explained, take a second action to get rid of the tattoos, basically, on the hit.
I don't know. You would probably have to destroy the tattoo with an attack, yeah.
Okay, go home. I'm just wondering, because, like, the overkill on the crit.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't matter. Magic. All right, Imogen, you're up.
Cool. Do I have a target?
Oh boy, you've got a stunned kind of ghostly figure to your north. There is a body laying there without its head, and I'll flip it upside down just to prove the point. Poof. And there's this guy that looks kind of like a wraith. I would aim for the wraith. You have a sunblade.
Yeah, you say there's this guy, and remember, I can't see the map. So I'm just wondering roughly where.
Directly to your right, you are going to see that, like, within 5 feet of you, there is a stunned individual who kind of looks like a spectral version of a cultist, and then there is a literal spectral version of a cultist about 10 feet away from you.
I would like to, if possible, 5-foot step so that I can, that if I like. Actually, I guess the wraith is it just a 5-foot step if I go that way?
Just a 5-foot step.
Cool, I would do that.
Sounds good.
Let's get rid of this. That is a 28.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
Okay, so here's the way it's gonna work.
And that's a second nat 20.
Okay, so the first hit. So I said that there was a wraithly one and a spectrally one. I'm assuming that, like, you're attacking the summoned one is what we're gonna say with the first hit. Sure. What we're gonna do is roll all of your damage.
Okay.
And then subtract 5 from the total.
Okay. Cool.
Because he had 5 hit points left and was stunned via Lir'wen. Oh, which means roll 1 more dice to see if it's a crit on that first attack, because you would have had advantage.
On that first attack. Fair. It was not.
Okay.
It was worse.
it was worth it to check. It was
Absolutely worth it to check. Cool. So crits are just double damage or double dice, right? Like double I roll the dice twice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure that I remembered correctly. It's been a while. 8 and this is easy. Why am I rolling so many 4s? Oh, that's better. 16, 20, 27 plus 50.
Oh,
Math. 51 minus 5, 46.
46 points of radiant damage is
But undead. I do extra, right?
Let me just double check if he actually becomes an undead. One moment.
Fair, yeah. Because I would do an extra 1d8 on all of those if it isn't undead.
And it actually, the priest now appears wraith-like, and its challenge rate increases by 1, which doesn't matter. It gains resistance to all damage except for radiant, and is vulnerable to radiant. So, and the first one is treated like a shadow when it's raised. So, how do you want to do this on both of them?
I think
Jesus.
it's a lot of blender mode activate, and like she just steps in and like literally figure eights her way through 2 of them.
All right. Perfect. All right. They are going to just be eviscerated by you. And as they collapse to the floor, Rosie, it is your turn. As all of the enemies have collapsed to the ground, one of them completely vanishes from view. The 2 cultists are going to collapse to the ground, and you see a tattoo on their palms beginning to glow. The same glow that resurrected them before.
Okay. Does just obliterating their hand do anything?
So what you'll need to do is make me an attack roll.
Okay. What sort of attack roll am I making?
Whatever type of attack roll you would like to do. It is an object with an armor class and certain immunities, which you probably won't be hitting it with. But basically, think of what a tattoo would be immune to, and
Probably not fire.
probably not fire.
I'm gonna shoot it with a firebolt.
I'm going to say that you do not have disadvantage at point-blank range against a stationary object. Because that would be stupid.
Yes. That is...
Are you doing -5 plus 10?
Yes.
Okay.
So that will be 21 to hit.
I'm gonna give Christine my 2 inspirational crits that we forgot about, and we're just discussing in the chat that we've had like 6 crits this battle.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
So I'll give Rosie 2.
Use
All
on
right.
both attack.
All right. If you want to, go ahead. You definitely hit it with that 15, though.
Okay.
Or with the... Well, I just gave away its armor class. You definitely hit it with that 21.
Well, let's roll one more time just to see if I get a crit. No.
Okay.
Okay, so...
And give me damage. So, here's the deal. If you roll at least 1 point of damage, you've done it with your bonuses to this.
Well, I don't even need to roll a point then because I get an automatic 10.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you... So, and then you add your intelligence to that, so that's at least a 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Do you add your into this?
To damage on a firebolt, don't you? Wait, no, you don't.
No, you don't,
You don't.
add
All
anything
right.
to your damage rolls on
You're right.
spell
Okay, so
attack
there's a
generally.
chance. So please do
I
me
was
a
like,
favor,
wait,
roll,
what?
roll me
Did I
3d10.
fuck this up? That is 25.
Okay, there's going to be a screech as the fire burns the tattoo and the rest of it just fizzles away as that one burns alive. Anything else on your turn? The other one is still glowing.
I don't really think there's much else I can do. Oh, wait. Would that count as killing them with a spell attack? Reducing to 0 hit points?
No, it wouldn't because you were
Oh.
destroying an object.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Based on the strict nature
So-
of the rules, no.
No, there's
But
nothing
Boom
else I
Boom
can
still
do
has a
then.
turn.
Yeah, but he's force damage. And you've already
So?
said force damage doesn't work.
I didn't necessarily say that.
But
fair.
what?
Don't worry about it.
But it just didn't work.
It didn't work on that one.
All right, well, Rosie can't understand that necessarily, so
Fair.
it didn't work, so why would she bother?
Fair. Anything else on your turn? Including moving, running, jumping, hiding, getting a snack?
She'll spit on it.
All right. It is the cultist's turn as its head seeps across the floor, guided by the glow of its remaining tattoo, and it... just double checking. Okay, it is going to become recorporeal and become ghostly white again. And it is going to... it's time to cast Circle of Death. Can I get another con save from everybody, please? She might actually live. Oh my god, really?
Nat one.
Oh no! Oh no, Lir'wen.
22.
I did give Lir'wen one of my inspiration.
That's fair.
Wait, can I
can't
change
do it
that?
on a nat one.
Can I change that?
Fair.
Change what?
Is that something Silvery Barbs can affect?
No. Silvery Barbs
Ability
is...
saves.
Which you have to take the worst one with Silvery Barbs.
Ah, crap, okay.
Unfortunately. There should be like golden barbs that allows you to reroll and take the higher. Golden petals. Yes, I'm writing it for
Will
the
you
next
still
one.
take it as a nat 1 if I Flash of Genius it?
Yes. According to our
Damn it.
house rules, yes. Unfortunately. Only Lucky could get around this, and I mean the tabaxi.
Did we just have 2 nat ones on this roll?
Wait, who got a nat 1?
Christine and I did.
Oh, Christine got a nat 1 as well?
No.
Oh, I thought you
I
said,
got-
would you take a nat one with...
No, because I'm
No,
trying to
she's trying
fix
to help
your
you.
nat 1.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I got a 30, sorry. I've got
All
like
right.
plus 12 to this.
All right,
sucker.
everybody.
Okay, fair.
So, your DC is 15. If you fail, you're going to take 29 points of damage. If you super fail, you're going to take, what does that work out to? 58 points of damage, necrotic. And if you succeed, you are going to take 14 points of damage, which, I shit you not, drops the Inquisitor to 1 hit point.
Wait, was this a spell?
This is a spell, yes.
Motherfucker. I could have counterspelled that fucker.
You could have counterspelled it, but unfortunately,
I forgot I had it!
that's okay.
So much stuff.
I know. And we haven't played in a few months. It's fine. All right. So there is going to be a of dark energy, and I'm going to spend a Hurt the More to make some attacks. I'm going to attack Rosie. Rosie, that's going to be a 22 to hit you.
Motherfucker.
Now, you can Silvery Barbs that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Let's do
then
that.
That's going to be a miss.
Fuck that
The first slash launches by your head and is going to miss you, which that knife would have paralyzed you, so that's probably a good thing. Can I...
That's the first level.
who gets the advantage from this?
Who's next?
Next in the initiative is Lir'wen.
Yeah, Lir'wen can have it.
Okay. And the second one's going to slash by you, but that's only a 16. I don't think that hits you.
No, it does not.
Okay. So, with that, it is Lir'wen's turn as this pale white one lashes out at Rosie, trying to stab her twice, and nukes the general area with that Circle of Death. Lir'wen, you're up. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a full action to get full max HP on a greater healing potion that Lir'wen has.
Okay.
Because ouch, I'm almost dead. So
Okay.
what is greater healing?
Greater healing.
8d4?
So, is it 8d4? So 32 points of healing. Plus,
4. Or
no,
8.
so plus 8, so 40.
40. Okay.
Glug, 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 glug.
Okay. And that is gonna be, and then, I don't want to do send a key point. I'm gonna get low on those. That's going to be Lir'wen's turn.
All right, Gaunt, you're up, my buddy. Suddenly you are back to life. Wake him up.
Wake me up inside. Okay. Gaunt's gonna be like, whoa. Kind of blink a little bit, look around. There's one more left alive, right?
There's one more, well, sort of. Yeah, more or less.
I'm going to go up to it and try and hack at it.
All right, go ahead. Hack him like he's a router.
28.
28's gonna hit.
Whoa, bam. Ooh, 12 damage.
12 damage. And what type of damage is this, my friend? This is magical
+2 magic.
Perfect. Ooh, +2 magic is so much better than +1 magic. That first slash is going to go straight into him, but he's still on his feet. What do you do?
Second one, 20.
That's a hit.
Arcebus will curse you.
Who? And then stab him for 12. 12 more.
12 more. Still on his feet.
And that's
his flesh is puckered and damaged. You can see that the creature is no longer bleeding profusely. Whatever it has become in its quest for undeath, it apparently has found it and is no longer bleeding like a mortal. All right, down to, I want to keep saying Saruman, but down to Sarosanda, who is going to bleed a lot, and who's definitely mortal still, is going to lean around the corner and is gonna make an attack roll. And that is actually gonna hit. That's actually gonna hit. Good job. The NPC did something for a change. And that is going to deal 29 points of force damage on her first hit. Holy shit. And is going to rocket this creature back where it lands on the floor with a sickening crunch.
The tattoo! Someone take care of the tattoo!
And she's going to lean on the wall and bleed profusely. It is Imogen's turn.
Well, I heard an order there. Is there anything else left to attack, or is it...
The one on the ground that is apparently dead, but his tattoo's glowing.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna use my attack to radiant damage that tattoo, because that feels like a thing that will destroy it.
It definitely will be worse for wear after that. Give me that attack, please.
That's a 19.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
14 radiant, unless it's undead.
It is undead now. Wait, sorry, pardon me.
Yay.
The tattoo is not undead. So, for the sake of expediency, according to the base rules,
weird.
you did not destroy it with the first hit. So I'll just say that you hack it at until the hand is just completely gone.
Okay. I have more attacks.
It's true. It's true. Go ahead and make me another
So,
attack if you'd like.
I just didn't know if there were other tattoos that I had to deal with or anything like that.
Here's the problem that I have with these guys, and I'm gonna break kayfabe for just a second. These tattoos do all sorts of cool stuff, but to prevent this revival, so the tattoo has 15 hit points and an AC 15, but it was only able to take damage when the priest has 1 hit point or less. So honestly, I feel like unless there's a time crunch, you should just be able to destroy it when it's
I mean, that's fair,
right?
That's fair. I just didn't know if there were other tattoos that I also had
it's just
to destroy.
it's just the one. So
Okay.
the way that this works, I'll pop out a character for a second, just tell you. So whenever it drops to 0 hit points, it revives with a boon of undeath. I roll a d6 and it gains this new ability. If I ever roll that ability twice, like like you drop it to 0 hit points and it comes back with a second roll of 3, it dies. So it expends that tattoo to come back, and if it doesn't have that tattoo anymore, it just dies. You know, like
Fair.
Robin. If Robin ever doesn't have a tattoo, she dies.
Yeah, I just my brain's tired. I was having trouble visualizing with everything that was going on, so I wasn't sure if there was anything else I needed to attack. But if not, then yeah, I'll just hack off this guy's hand. This hand.
All right, hacking it off, the hand is going to vanish in a puff of radiant light. Sarusan is going to look around. Sorry, I was in the middle of taking care of it when you startled me. And she's going to slag against the wall. Can I get an insight roll from anybody?
With advantage.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Because we have that ability.
I forgot about that. So, like, I rolled an insight roll earlier. I forgot to do it with advantage. Damn it.
14, dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
21.
All
Advantage
right.
was very useful. I don't have high insight.
24.
She is incredibly badly wounded, but what is wounded even worse than her body is her pride.
I'm going to use the life siphon and give her 10 of my hit points.
I thought you were going to siphon life off her.
What?
Nom nom.
What did you just do? You went grayer, if that's possible.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
Do we
don't
want
worry
to take
about
like a
it.
short
It'll disappear in a bit.
What?
break?
Why would you do that?
There's something around the corner that somewhere we can rest right over here if you'd like. Thank you, Mr. Gaunt.
I can't do much more than that for you.
You're just taking a break, or like short break, long break? What are we talking here?
I think I'd be good with a short break. That second cloud
Just take a 10-minute breather and keep going.
and that necromancer
Yeah.
shooting me just really hurt.
Let's take a quick break. Hopefully you'll feel better after this. Care for something to eat? She offers you a dream pasty.
I just say no.
Alright. Lir'wen, take 31 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
26 to Gaunt.
Oh, okay, cool. Are you casting something or doing something weird? Because
She's poking you with her gun.
Oh,
Casting
okay.
cure wounds from her spell store item.
by the time you get up to Gaunt after doing it to Lir'wen, he's healing very fast on his own.
Okay. Well,
But
that's fine.
if you still want to, that's great.
And that is 10, 28. $33 points to what's her face, the bonus person.
Sarasanda? Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. She is.
I think Imogen wasn't really hurt, I don't think.
No.
No.
No. I'm gonna get her though. I'm gonna get her.
And then I'm going to start casting Mending on Boom Boom. Because that's how you heal
boy.
him.
I think you can't bring him back until after a short rest, right?
He's not dead.
Or a long rest. Oh, he's not dead after all that? How many hit
He's
points
got
does he
60 hit points.
have? Holy crap.
I'm level 14. He's beefy.
Oh, okay.
Boom
I'm just
Boom has like half of my hit points.
And guess what? Next level, I get 2 Boom Booms.
2 boom?
Uh-huh. And
Boom?
within 10 feet of each of them, all my allies get half cover.
Oh my god.
Fortified position!
Oh my god.
Woof.
Whoa.
Oh my
That's
god,
terrifying.
you should take
I'm just
one
gonna,
of
like,
the
I'm gonna position them on the map so they overlap, like, into, like, a 20-foot area.
Uh-huh.
you should take the
It's a
ceremonial
wall.
one, the ceremonial blunderbuss, and make that into the next movie. Use it for parts.
Yeah.
He could have that really big, like, announcer mouth then.
Oh.
So,
He has a newt mouth then.
all right. There's a place to rest just around the corner. Come with me. Sarasanda says as she leads you into the next room. where you can take a nice break. And I think that's where we should take a quick break too. Folks, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Hey folks, we're gonna hop back in the game in just a sec, but before I do, I just want to tell you a couple things. Number one, Osric's Heroic Histories is now in publication over at the Dungeon Masters Guild. If you would like to get a copy of it, it is 44 pages? Robin, how many pages is it you edited it? It's like 40 something,
46.
right? It's 46 pages of backgrounds, feats, charts, items. Some of those items I made before D&D made them for 2024, like the Potion of Diminution, because I love shrinking potions. They're great. You should go get it. It's cheap. It's like $8.95.
Yeah, I mean, and you've seen a bunch of Cantrip Master, which I believe is in that book, right?
It's real potent. It's real potent. It's
Mhm.
basically just the same as like I think I tweaked it a tiny bit from what Christine's using for the final version, but it's still pretty damn potent. But
Can you imagine Cantrip Master with Eldritch Blast?
Yes, because it only works on one of the attacks, I think. I think I designed it
doesn't matter
Once
because you
per
only have one.
turn, when you make
You
a
only
spell
have-
attack, you get to use it.
But you
Cast the cantrip.
you as a bonus actions for like on the extra action, so it doesn't matter because you only have one bonus action anyway. But with Eldritch Blast, you get an additional roll every time for each of the D10s every time you go up.
Oh,
there's an extra chance to
Yeah,
crit
because
and
Eldritch
get the bonus.
Blast is the weird one that is 3 separate or like
Well,
separate attacks for each
it's
die.
baby's first scorching ray.
It's yeah.
Man,
it's
I
good.
want someone else to run a D&D game so I can play a wizard or a fighter. I wish someone else was running a D&D game that I was in, maybe on Sunday. Oh, wait. Hey, folks, if you're on the Patreon, don't forget that Panic at the Radiant Citadel is returning this Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific. You definitely want to be there because I'm going to be there, and so is everybody here but Chris. I'm sorry. Although, if Amy's still feeling sick, like, maybe you can go over to her house and grab the mask? And you can just play Ava?
Gaunt shows up and is being
You can
hunted
just play
down.
Ava as Deva.
I mean, random NPC?
You could just
Right?
be...
Yeah,
You could be a
yeah, yeah.
giant. You could be something.
Kelly.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. All good.
Oop, I'm gonna change my a little darker than I should. There we go. Aha. All right. So besides that, the other thing that I wanted to say is a quick reminder that Bookwyrm Games has that Backerkit up. It's posted right over there in Twitch. It's posted right down there if you're watching on YouTube. And what?
Random is saying apparently the Discord schedule does say 7.
Well, fine. It's going to be at 6 then. Look, man. Look, man. I'm doing this all myself.
That's true.
Thank you, Random.
I will make a note. I'll go put it in the schedules thing. I will make the note.
Do it. Well, I mean, it's also going to get a Patreon post. So.
It's true.
Ooh, I'm Smeep. All right, folks. What was I talking about before that? Other cool stuff that you need to know about. I had an interview with Tim Kulig a couple months ago that is finally posted on Tim Kulig's website. I've posted a link over in YouTube, and I need to post it on our Discord as well. But speaking of which, if you aren't on the Discord, join the Discord. It's free for now. But I've also turned on YouTube channel membership. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you want to post comments with like special tokens and stuff, and there's even a tier where you give me a bunch of money and the benefit is that I take some of your money. And YouTube approved that. It's weird. I didn't think they'd approve the sarcastic one, but they did. I literally have a perk called wealth distribution.
I don't think YouTube really cares unless you say like specific censors.
Everything has to be approved by somebody when you go channel membership. They have to have someone go through it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Someone just read that and was like, lol.
I mean, it's probably like some guy in Bangladesh who's getting like 5 cents an hour to like check something. So like, he probably doesn't care. And nor should he, because capitalism is bad. But hey, folks, that's gonna be it for the chat break. Let's head back in and rattle some bones. Ready?
Oh, skeletons?
Who knows?
I love some good bones.
There are a
speaking of which-
lot of skeletons chained to the walls.
It's true.
There are. It's
speaking of
very
which,
kinky down here.
If you go to Bones Coffee, our coupon is now infinite use. It used to be 1 per person, but they realized that was really stupid. So now it's infinite use. You can always save 20% with code DorkCast.
Was it only a one time?
It was
I didn't
one.
know that.
It was supposed to be 1 per person. But because of all of you guys buying coffee, I'm in like their super elite influencer tier now. So they send me birthday presents now. At least they say they will. Ooh. They instituted this after my birthday, so I have to wait like another 11 months.
You should email them to see. Email them to see and say, hey, literally my birthday was this. You implemented this. Can I just like?
Fine, I will.
I get it, please?
I am really curious.
You know what they did? They set me up with they set all their influencers of a certain tier up with free coffee. They were like, yeah, we want you to get like a sample pack. And I was like, that's cool. So I did it, and I went and signed up. I picked all the ones I wanted, which is mostly ones I've already had, but I buy a lot of their stuff. And then I go to check out, and they're like, well, that'll be like $50 in shipping to Canada. And I go to use their free shipping code, and they're like, this doesn't apply to Canada. So I sent them an email, and I'm like, hey guys, can I get a shipping code that works for Canada, maybe? And then they did. They sent me one. They're like, it now works on Canada. And I'm like, wow.
Oh, nice.
That's really nice of you. So like Bones Coffee, being bros. I appreciate it. So yeah. That is going to be, go use Bones. They're a nice company. But enough of that. Let's hop in. Back into.
Oh god, don't start that. No, don't start the yawn. Don't start the yawn.
All right. Let's head back in. Ready? 3, 2. Hello and welcome back to Vecna, Eve of Strahd, here on Dork Tales. I would really love to be running Curse of Strahd instead of this. This is now a Curse of Strahd game. Enjoy.
You've forgotten what it was like.
Oh, that's fair.
You're looking back at history in rose-tinted glasses.
I would play Strahd.
Incel-tinted glasses.
I would play Strahd as Daniel Craig from Logan Lucky, or as Benoit Blanc.
Yes.
And then everything is fine. And then you just be like, well, actually, I was not very taken by that girl. It was her brother. But of course, history seems to paint me in a different light. Bleh.
What was Amy's character's name again with that? Because I understand now.
Shaste.
Right, Shaste.
Like Shasta, like the cola. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway,
What about
welcome back. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, what about Strahd as HP from
HP Varmint?
Vault?
Oh
Yeah.
god, HP Varmint. I'm gonna have to bring him back for a campaign. But folks, so we are in the basement here of the Death House. Yes, we're in the Death House, and you take
Death
your
House.
rest. Death House. Yeah, it's like Roadhouse, but full of death. You guys take a break. You know, you have a Snickers. You get your blood sugar back up. And it's at this point that you see that Sarusanda has sat at a table here in the center of this dungeon. Why is there a table down here, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. It's because this appears to be some type of den for the cult leaders. A chandelier hangs above the middle of this room, and 2 high-backed chairs flank the table, which has an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons atop of it. In the center of the table is a bare skull. Sarusanda sits down and looks at it. In the corner of the room, pungent sticks of incense burn. She stares intently at the human skull and holds it up in her outstretched hand. I think it's time for us to get to the bottom of this, don't you?
I figured I was getting to the bottom with all the stabbing.
Servants of evil? We're not servants of evil.
Now tell me, servants of evil, she holds up the skull. Where do your fellow occultists hide? The skull replies, its teeth chattering. Occultists? How droll! A better question, where are your manners?
Oh, holy shit! How's it talking?
Its eyes flare to light with blue fire. I've cast a Speak with Dead spell upon it.
Oh, I thought you needed the whole thing for that.
I am an Inquisitor. We have select abilities granted to us. Now, whoever you are,
Cool.
tell us where your cult friends are. My friends?
Please.
Please. Oh, there we go. Much better, much better. I would hardly call them friends, it says with a slightly feminine lisp to its voice. My name is Elira. I was sacrificed to the greater good. Greater good. Sorry, force of habit. I don't know anything about any cultists, occultists, or the priests of Ozzibus. But I suppose if you are willing to do me a solid, I could tell you where the ritual chamber is.
Sure. What's your solid?
Stab your friend in the face.
Which friend?
Dealer's choice.
Here,
Imogen's gonna look at Lir'wen and be like, "Wanna?" Like,
I'll hold out a dagger to somebody. It's like, go ahead.
Eeny, meeny, miny. And we was
No,
gonna
do it to me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stab Gaunt in the face.
Okay, Gaunt, that's going to be an automatic crit then. Oh, wait, no, it's not, because your face is somehow protected by your armor. God damn it. So you're going to jab Gaunt in the face, and there's going to be just this eruption of blood, and the skeleton's going to start cackling. Holy shit, she actually did it!
Then I have to do.
I like
show us
that
where the
skull.
chamber is.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Wow, I kind of like you, actually. Oh, well, so the, to get there, what you'll do is, you see, I don't know these new cultists, but if they're fucking around with any of my old cult friends, they would absolutely be, just around that cult, you, the sarcastic one, kind of juts its jaw out at Imogen. Behind you, take a left and go down the stairs. That should take you right down there if you're not eaten by what's at the bottom. Oh, sorry, that's a surprise. No telling.
If I stab her in the face, will you tell us what's at the bottom of the stairs?
Sure.
Who are you pointing at?
Imogen.
Oh, okay. I already got a scar. I don't need another.
I don't believe you. Can I roll an insight check on that? Sure.
Sure.
That's a 26.
26? All right, I'm going to roll a deception check. Hold on.
you have advantage on insight.
Well, it's true.
Oh, yes, advantage on insight.
Yeah, no.
Just
I'm
to see.
26.
I only got a 20. So. Sure, she's more amused. Yeah, maybe she'll tell you. I'd say there's no guarantee here.
Yeah, it's not worth it. No.
Fine. Fine. Listen, then if you shan't do me that second solid, then allow me to give you this final solid. For when you go down there, the cult, should they still exist, shall make your blood flow. You will impress our
Glorious Lord, Strodvat Zarovich.
And as it says that, Sarusana is going to let out a shriek as the skull begins glowing extra spicy hot in her hand and is going to erupt into the air as flame wreaths it. And I need an initiative roll, please, as it and two
Motherfucker.
floating balls of light appear in the room. I like that this is actually like the
I
hardest
rolled an
challenge.
8 this time.
Whoa, that's 4 times better than last time.
Right, I'm doubling, doubling and doubling.
Oh, we love it. All right, so that's gonna be boop. What's this? Yeah. Okay, that's gonna be a base 17, a base 14, and a base 4. All right, so the flame skull rises to the air, cackling. Which I'm gonna spare you, but it's you guys get it. You know what's up. All right, rises to the air. I went down to the wrong part of the module. It's up here. So that is going to be flame skull and 2 will of the wisps. And Sarusana is going to get an 11. Perfect. Okay, so checking initiative scores right now, please. I have so many windows open. Oh my god. There it is. Okay, so that's going to be Lir'wen, followed by Rosie, followed by Flame Skull. Rosie, what's your dex bonus?
Four.
Okay, then the Flame Skull is going to go after you then. Then it is going to be Gaunt. Then it's going to be Will number 1. Then it's going to be Sarusanda. Then it's going to be Imogen. And then Will-o'-the-Wisp number 2. All right, perfect. Top of the initiative, it is Lir'wen's turn. Lir'wen. These creatures spring to life, glowing with infernal flame. What do you do?
Have we fought flaming skulls and will-o'-wisps in this module? I'm trying
this
to know
mod?
if Lir'wen knows.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But
okay.
you're also like an 11th, came into this 11th level character.
Yeah. So
Fair.
Yeah.
You know what?
I think, much like me, you're thinking Dragonlance. We fought skulls.
Yes, probably.
roll me a d20 right now, just randomly.
Okay. 11.
11. You have never fought a flame skull, strangely.
Okay.
You kind of always wanted to, though. They sound cool.
Okay. Lir'wen's gonna bonus action. I think it's bonus action. Is it full action? As a bonus action. Cool. So I'm gonna spend bonus action 2 key points, summon my Stendel, and then I'm gonna take 1 punch each at the will-o'-wisp and the flame skull.
It's pronounced one punch.
Yep. The Flame Skull got a 23, and
Yup.
the Will-O-Wisp got a 20.
All right, that is going to be a hit and a 20. That's a hit and a hit. Good job.
Nice. Can the Flame Skull make me a con save?
I don't think it can. Hold on. 15. No, 13.
No, your DC is 20.
Hold on, I'm just double checking something. Yep, you can stun a flame skull.
Yes!
Listen here, you bitch.
Okay,
Do you know who my
the-
father is?
No, and I don't care. 9 points of force bludgeoning to the Will-O-Wisp.
Okay, 9 points of force bludgeoning. Okay, yeah, that'll actually...
Or, yeah, sorry, magical force damage. It's not bludgeoning damage, it's magical force damage.
Magical force. All right, 9 points, you say?
Yep, to the
All right.
Will-O-Wisp.
Beautiful.
And then we're going to do... Oh, that's easy math. 14 force to the Flame Skull.
Nice. All right, 14 force to the flame skull. That is going...
All right, and then Lir'wen's going to kind of back. I don't think she'll leap over the thing, but she'll kind of back up from the flame skull. And yeah, that's gonna be her turn. She's gonna be like, "Get it." And yeah. It is stunned, and the Will-O-Wisp, I have mobile, so it does not take opportunity attacks. That is Lir'wen's turn.
Nice. All right, Lir'wen. Good hit. Next, it is Rosie.
Cool. Yeah. You know what? There's one that popped up right beside me, right?
Yep.
I don't love that. I'm
don't
gonna
love
click
that?
my heels together as a bonus action and move.
All right.
It may make an opportunity attack with disadvantage.
All right, let's do it. Will-O-Wisp is gonna... No, that's a 4 and a 10.
Boots of speed. Yeah.
Boots of speed.
And I'm gonna turn and shoot it.
All
with
right,
my
go ahead.
Firearm.
It's a literal firearm.
No, I am not casting Firebolt. I am
Oh.
shooting it. That is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit is going to absolutely be a hit. Roll me damage.
Awesome. Less damage, but being a magical bullet, it probably is gonna hit.
Probably.
So that is gonna be 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage is going to... that's the one that's right next to you. So it is... Just double checking. What type of damage is that again?
It is, I'm guessing piercing because it's a bullet, but it is a magic weapon.
Okay. All right. It is still up.
Because I have made it into one of my infusions.
Nice.
The
It is-
+2/+2.
It is still floating around and fighting, but it is very badly damaged.
Cool.
Cool.
And that is my turn because I bonus actioned Boots of Speed on.
Perfect. All right. Down beneath you, it is the flame skull that's going to go... That's basically it.
Ooh, actually, sorry. I just realized. Does Rosie know anything about flame skulls? Considering she's done a lot of dungeon delving.
You can make me an Arcana or Religion roll.
It's gonna be a 28 with Arcana.
Ooh, fancy. 28 is gonna be yeah. You basically know that they are fireball throwing. As Robin just said in the chat, fuck that fireball throwing motherfucker. Yeah. So they are undead creatures that spit fireballs.
I'm going to back up a lot more.
But it is stunned right now, so that's a benefit.
It might not last that way before it dies. So she's going to back up because she's got a ranged weapon.
Fair. All right, so backing up, it is the Flame Skull's turn. The Flame Skull is going to be having a bad day. You had a bad day. You are a Flame Skull. It's now Gaunt's turn. What's he gonna do? You're up, Gaunt.
Gaunt's gonna hack at it. Ooh, 17?
With
17
advantage.
At the Flame Skull?
Oh, with advantage. Sorry. 29.
And that's at the Flame Skull, or is that at...
Oh, going after the Flame Skull. Absolutely.
Okay, that's
going after
absolutely
the Flame
gonna hit it. They're beautiful little things, but they have the armor class of a duck.
Skull. All right, so that'll be 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit.
And then 17 to hit. That was with advantage.
17 points of damage, or 17 to hit, is going to be a hit.
And 14 damage.
Okay, so a total of 29 more points. How do you do it?
I'm gonna like bat it against the wall like a baseball. Just have it shatter up against it.
Fuck you! It says while it's stunned somehow. Because we stand Flame Skulls here. All right, Flame Skull is down. It is now the Will-O-Wisp. God damn it. The Will-O-Wisp's turns. Okay. The Will-O-Wisps are going to... are going to float forward and are going to go after... I don't believe Boom Boom's a thing, so I'm going to go after Imogen, and I'm going to go after Sarosana. Sarosana is going to get hit, and Imogen is going to take a 19. Does that hit? Oh, pardon me. No, a 16. That's not going to hit. Okay.
Nope, neither hit.
All right, Sarasana's going to take 12 points of electrical damage as it goes zarp, 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 zarp. And it is her turn. She is going to let out a grunt of pain and say, I'm getting really tired of this shit. And is going to make 2 attacks with her silver sword. Both are going to hit, which means that she is going to take that one out with 2 swipes of her silver sword. That is going to eviscerate that Will-O-Wisp, leaving Imogen and a little floating ball of light next to her going...
I hit it.
Yeah.
Imogen's not the type to try and take this as a pet, and also it would probably just shock her repeatedly.
Shocking.
It's a 24.
That's a hit. Roll me damage.
Cool. That's a 14 for damage.
14 for damage.
Radiant.
14 for radiant. It's still up after the first hit.
Cool.
Maybe you should keep
Then
it as a
I'll hit
pet.
it
This thing's
again.
tough.
Right? That's a 28.
28. Yeah, that's going to be a hit. I don't think it's going to survive this one, though.
Another 12.
Woof. How do you do it?
I think it's just because it's just 2 attacks. It's like slice one direction, slice the other, and then it's just done.
Perfect. Slice, slice, and it is defeated. And with that, the skull lies in shattered fragments on the ground, and the Will-O-Wisps collapse as well. And with that, a little bit of combat is over.
Huh.
Can we make
Wasn't heard of.
the rest of us make rolls about flame skulls?
Yeah, totally. Oh, yes.
Just a regular D20 roll.
Regular D20 roll, yeah.
Can I add my determination to that?
Yes, you may. Rosie, one other thing I'm going to tell you that you were going to figure out immediately from knowing these little critters is that flame skulls, they regenerate all of their hit points within 1 hour unless holy water, dispel curse, or remove curse is cast on them.
Yeah, they're little arseholes.
Isn't it dispel magic?
Dispel magic or remove curse or holy water.
Gotcha. Does a 16?
Yep, 16 is enough.
Okay, I'm going to cast dispel magic on it.
Seriously?
It says as it evaporates.
Seriously? Fuck you!
And it's gone.
Huh, I've always wanted to fight flame skull.
They keep getting back up again after, unless you
That's
do that
annoying.
to them.
After they get knocked down.
They get back
get
up
up
They
again.
get up again. You're never going to keep them down. Unless you use magic. Or holy
Holy
water.
magic? Holy water. Interesting. We should go see a priest then, I guess. At some point. Just always carry a little bit of holy water.
Now, before we head downstairs and finish this thing off, do we want to take a quick little look in this room up here? It looks like... looks a little fancier.
Do you want to go in that
I'll watch
room?
your back. Watch your 6, Gaunt.
We're already here.
Rosie will click her heels and turn her boots back off. Save the charge.
Nice. All right. So, heading in to that small room, your dungeon master will take a moment to read what is actually in there. As he finishes making something kind of cute for one of you, because he's multitasking. One moment, please. All right. So, heading into the room just around the way, you are going to find that there is, that's room 30. This room contains a wood-framed bed with a feather mattress, a wardrobe containing several robes, a pair of iron candlesticks, and an open crate containing 30 torches and a leather sack with 15 candles inside. At the foot of the bed is an unlocked chest. The lock hangs open. The bed is covered with rich linens and furs.
I'll start searching, or I'll try and open the chest.
Okay. The chest is open, and it appears to be empty. Well, actually, make me an investigation roll.
Yeah, that'll be a 5.
5. All right. So, looking around, you're not going to find much in general, but it's an empty crate or an empty chest with nothing at the bottom of it. Is anyone else looking around this room?
Yeah, Lir'wen's kind of going to be snoopy. She's right behind Gaunt. Because she's curious as fuck.
All right. So, with your passive perception, you're going to notice that there is something at the bottom of that chest. There's something, the wood is off. There's a slight slant to it.
Huh. Hey, Gaunt, did you notice this false bottom? Press on it.
No, I missed that.
All right. So, clicking the bottom, you open it up, and beneath, you are going to find that it's face down. It's a portrait with a curving frame made of black wood. Do you pick it up?
Yep.
Picking it up, you flip it over and see it's a portrait of a small blonde elven girl holding the hand of her identical twin. It's a portrait of you.
What? What? What?
What do you do?
Lyra's gonna look and be like, does this look like me? And turns it around to show Gaunt.
Gaunt.
And anyone else who's in the room.
As she turns it to face you, you are going to see your mortal visage. It's a graduation photo from, well, not traditional school, but training. It's going to be a portrait in commemoration of an achievement from your early life. Is anyone else heading into that room?
Yeah, I'll probably wander in.
Like,
Imogen?
does this not look like me, Gaunt? Then like it
It's once
turns
again
it towards
you.
Imogen.
Why
No.
would there be something for you? Of you.
I'm wondering. Look, but doesn't it look? And she'll like point it towards Imogen to just be like, doesn't this look like me?
Oh yeah.
Imogen, it's a photo, it's a portrait of you and your family. You're young, maybe 12, 13, just at the cusp of womanhood. And
That's not
Rosie,
a normal portrait.
it's your graduation photo, Rosie. Your graduation portrait.
Rosie's not looking. This sounds scary as heck. She's not looking. It's gonna steal her soul or something. She knows how this shit works.
There are a number of other things around the room if you want to try to pilfer around everybody.
Oh hell yes.
Well,
Sure.
people are being distracted by the picture. Gaunt's going to step back and just take a look at one side of the bed and see if there's like a nightstand with, I don't know, just see if there's any books, like just maybe any smut books or something that he can try and quietly hide.
Sure. Well, why don't I have everybody roll me percentiles, please?
Ooh.
93.
93. You are going to see that there's actually a collection of them on the... this bed is obviously a married couple's bed. There's definitely a more masculine arrangement of accoutrements on one nightstand and a bunch of romance novels on the other. It's very stereotypical. On one, you're going to see Mask of the Crimson Duchess. You're going to see... A House of Sin and Silk. You're going to see a copy of The Devil's Pact, as well as The Bride of Barovia. And as you're flipping through, you're going to see that there is a hand-bound journal. And scrawled on the cover is a number of titles. One is, He is the Lord, He is eternal, He is the Night. Another version of the title is The Dark Lord of Her Heart. And finally, the most scrawled out scratch title is Strawed Body.
Oh, I take that one.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry, Strawed Body?
Yeah, like she was trying to do like a hard body joke. It just
That's
didn't
fantastic.
work. It just didn't work for her. She's trying to, it looks like she's handwriting this. Looking around the rest of the room, those of you that are around, let's go ahead and Rosie, what did you get on your roll?
Sorry, that was the
Percentiles.
looking around one?
Yeah.
Percentiles. I had not rolled them yet. I was distracted by the dog rolling off the couch and thumping hard on the floor.
I love that he does
11.
that. 11.
I think he's gone back to sleep now. But he literally, I think, rolled off in his sleep, hit the ground hard, looked up, looked around at me, and then just went back to sleep.
Okay. Looking around the room, you are going to find... You are going to find a large powdered wig inside of the nightstand at the man's side of the bed. It's recently powdered, but you can see that there are flecks of blood around the nape of the neck. This is one of those long, curly, powdered wigs. And judging by it, with your passive investigation, it is obvious from the way the hair is cut that this was being worn at a beheading.
She's gonna take it and go put it on one of the skeletons.
The jaw is going to go from the vibration. It looks shocked.
Close your mouth, dear. You look fabulous.
All right. What did Imogen get if she's looking around?
78.
So, looking around the room, you're going to see that on the wall is hanging a blank masquerade mask that looks like it's been cracked. It stares at you and seems to... It has a slight coldness around it, as if it were exuding mist. And
I want nothing to do with that.
fair. Lir'wen.
95.
So, looking around, you are going to see that there is an ornate reliquary made of glass, stained glass, and silver. It doesn't look like it's worth terribly much, but it is... Well, it would be were the glass not broken in many places. And as you are all there, Rosie, do you head back into the room to look for more stuff?
I feel like she might go investigate a different space.
Okay. As you are inside of that room, everybody but Rosie, the bed is going to shift. And then it starts shaking as if someone were atop it. The legs begin vibrating up and down as if someone were jumping on it. And you are going to watch as in the center of the bed, a crease develops and begins to sink in to its center. The blankets begin pulling inward as if someone were lying beneath the bed, pulling them all down through a hole in the mattress. The bed starts to contort and starts to rumble before your eyes. And before you can do anything, can I get a dex save from everybody? Except for Rosie, because Rosie's well away. But I'll get it for Boom Boom, because he's staring at this, going... Brr.
9.
9? Perfect.
Boom Boom gets an 18.
An 18? All right, Boom Boom is clean.
I also got a 19.
Perfect, and Lir'wen.
26.
26. There is a rattle as suddenly everything that sucks into the bed vibrates, and there is an explosion as a gout of blood erupts out, spraying 50 gallons of blood directly into Gaunt's face. Just gallon after gallon after gallon after gallon after gallon after gallon, just drenching him. He's drowning in it. It's firing out of the corners of his mouth with this kind of like kind of pressure noise. The whole while you were going to hear and then you will hear, for fuck's sake, as a pale hand shoots out of the bed, grabbing the sheets. Another pale hand with a little wrist ornament shoots out, and with one scrabbling stretch, or was one scrabbling pull out from this pit in the center of the bed, you are going to watch a blood-soaked Luella von Zarovich climb out of whatever hell realm she'd been sucked into, covered in red blood.
I'll help her out.
What did I miss?
That was an
I'll go to speak and just be like, bleh,
Did you want to say something?
bleh. Just open
Robin?
up my mouth to say something and blood coming out.
Yep.
Oh, Robin, sorry.
I was gonna say, that was, for a money shot, that was just excessive.
She's going to pull one of her boots off and pour the blood out of it. Uh-huh. And I think that's where we're going to call game for the night. Because...
Seems like a good place.
Right. Nightmare on Elm Street activated. Hey folks, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Vecna, Eve of Ruin, or Eve of Strahd, of Curse of Ruin, whatever this is. Really appreciate you hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed this. I know it's been a while since we ran Vecna, but we're going to be back into it. Hopefully Amy's going to be feeling well enough to join us next week, or else I'll have her sucked back into the bed. And just, yeet!
That would just be insult to injury, just like Luella finally claws her way out, and then it sucks her back.
So
down.
someone
I hate
Someone clip this
Or
and send it to
Luella.
Amy so she knows what to say. All right. Hey, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Big thank you to everybody who supports us on Patreon. And if you're joining, please join the if you're on YouTube, you can become a member now for money. I don't know what it does, but you can spend some money to get some there's a bunch of stuff. I made tiers. I made them a couple weeks ago, though, so I don't really remember what they do, but check them out. They might be cool. Big thank you to our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games, and to all of our producer tiers over on Patreon. I would like to thank our divine producers, my mom, and Shaikonde Vermilion, our demonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, our Wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, Crusher Urquhart, and Big Nut, our monster makers, Soul Omen and Laruk, and our High Council of the Patreon, Taryn, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Cody, and Doug. You guys are all amazing, as is everybody who's on the Patreon, but, you know, I can only list so many names every episode. With that, we'll be back with more Barovian fun next week on Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Good night, everybody.